And welcome everyone. Hello everyone on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, joining us this evening through the power of technology. Welcome to the adventures of the Natural Ones. Here live from the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi. The amazing roleplay room at this great local game store. I am Southern D&D storyteller, dungeon master, suave souvenir, just all around great guy. Please don't leave. So,
just so you playboy.
Except minus the jet, the money, the load. Anyway. So yeah, thank you all for joining us this evening. Go ahead and get through some quick announcements. First off, I'd like to thank my sponsors, and as always, what is Reaper?
What is Reaper?
Reaper, the maker of fine outdoor tools and equipment that you see hanging here behind me on the wall. The Meridus Axe, the Meridian Swords. Just great, first, I mean, they look amazing. And they are functional, they are amazing quality. There is a raccoon in my apartment who will never be the same again.
In or around?
Yes.
Wait, why'd you give the raccoon a sword? Hold on!
Look,
Have you
it's
never...
an arms race, man, it's an arms race.
Trash Panda Wars are going there now.
So yes, thank you very much, though, the guys who are Reaper for sponsoring me. I really appreciate it. Also, again, the Hive here in Macomb, Mississippi, this amazing game store. The rentable roleplay room you see here. There are miniatures, there are figures, there are dice and maps you can use to run your various games. If you don't want to, rent a room, but they have free table space, you can come with some of your friends and play. Just hang out. They do D&D, Magic the Gathering, Digimon, all kinds of games here. Let's see what else is there. I'm free. Let's see. There's something important. Something about a road.
Is it an alley?
The quick road readers or something like that. What is
Nothing important.
Nothing important.
What do you think, Seth? Am I forgetting something here?
Nope, let's start the game.
Okay, Mr. Modest.
I was trying to think of a word that starts with "in" that deals with roads.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw it.
Preparing myself for the game.
I want to throw it to two amazing individuals.
It's extra strength Tylenol.
Okay, it's solid.
Here I was, Lee, that was Vicodin.
Here I was going to ask for a share before I...
Okay.
Don't do drugs, kids. With that, we're going to throw it to two of the most amazing individuals I have the honor of calling friends and being here in this table in this game. I give you the Fleet Street Geeks. Take it away, guys.
Taking this real quick. Okay, we're trying to changing up a couple things just because life is fun. And you get busy.
Yep.
So, but the podcast is still staying the same. Actually, it's kind of being an amalgamation of what we were starting to do and what we were doing. We're going back to kind of doing movies a week,
Yep.
but we're still keeping the weekly news and fun topics. It's still what it is. But new episode will be Tuesday. Our movie is Fantastic Four from 2005. That's a fun time. And
Fun times.
Next week we just went ahead and kept everyone's suggestions from last time and added more. So there was 100 movies on the list. So
Wow.
we hit the raffle. And next week's movie is Hotel Artemis, which I haven't seen in a while.
I've never actually seen that movie.
I saw it when it came out and I fell asleep. So that tells you something.
Quick premise: have you ever wondered where the bad guys, when they get hurt, go?
Yeah.
That's basically what the Artemis Hotel is.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be
Yes.
next week, but we're still gonna have some stuff coming out. We're kind of just working out the details, because we definitely want to talk about the new shows coming out, but in what way we do that, we'll be a little iffy. But podcast every Tuesday. This week, Fantastic Four. Next week, Hotel Artemis.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Also, I got a new.
I see. I'm over here. This is
I have
amazing.
a new
I love this.
dice rolling pad, and I just rolled it on it for the first time. Natural 20 and natural 1. What the fuck's gonna happen? Who knows?
Okay, Montel. That's worth the point of inspiration.
I've said that every single time that's happened.
No, this really is cool because
I'm going to need it for
two sets of
tonight.
dice in it.
Oh, wow.
And it rolls
And
up.
it just, that's awesome.
Where'd you get that from? Where do we get anything nowadays? Amazon.
Internet. It's just the only thing of the episode of Family Guy Parents. Inheritance. Internet. I inherited the internet. All right. So thank you guys, the Fleet Street Geeks.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
Hey.
That's our slogan.
So, speaking about podcasts, my podcast coming out tomorrow, Playing with Advantage, because last week's we did the Satanic Panic, which was kind of a more grim and darker time in the tabletop role-playing genre. Tomorrow we're doing we're not doing the horror stories that affected us from the Satanic Panic. We decided to switch up a little bit. We'll do that one later. Tomorrow we're talking about anecdotes from our time playing D&D, Pathfinder, and various things like that. Just to kind of bring the pace of everything back up, to kind of put a smile on everyone's face again. Some great stories. We have Matt, the tech guy, come back in with us. A lot of laughs, a lot of good stories, a lot of good times on the table. So yeah, that is tomorrow. Playing with Advantage is my podcast. For those of you who are unaware, I am now live on Twitch as well as YouTube and here on TikTok. Everything, the links to which is in my link tree, or just search Southern D&D on the various platforms. Please go like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is you do on Twitch. I would appreciate it so very, very much because you guys are great. Thank you all so very, very much. Also, this was the one I wanted to talk about. I found my brain! I finally found the brain in the jar. So
Andy,
We've been looking for it for 10 years.
So, for those of you who don't know, I've been doing kind of in the same vein as the amazing Sheep Go to Hello here on TikTok. I would buy bricks or just booster boxes of miniatures for Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Well, the first miniature I wanted was Fizban himself. Literally, first box, first miniature, we got Fizban. So what's one of the brain in the jar? That's what I want. It's a cool miniature. 28 plus some odd boxes later, because I opened some off camera, 28 boxes later, I found the brain in the jar. Which means that the remaining part of that brick, which was 3 regular boxes and a super booster, will be part of a giveaway that I'm doing with all the other extras that I have of that set. Tomorrow on TikTok, there'll be a video going up telling you how to kind of enter into that giveaway. There may be some more things being added to it. I'm in talks with that, so nothing set in stone right now. But yeah, I found my brain.
I'm gonna laugh if one of those last 3 someone shows off that they got the wash tub.
Oh God, dude, that would just
The only other
the only one I did find was the wash tub mimic. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah. With that aside, anyone else have any information?
Well, I will say, in the spirit of House of the Dragon starting tonight
Yes!
on HBO Max, in the words of Bobby B, start the damn game before I piss myself.
I have information for you,
Throw
Ricky.
breathy.
Mechanical Raven is in the Twitch chat.
Yes.
Her name is different here.
Okay.
Just so that you know.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right, so we
They're
have
not a moderator.
that was that was the mod I was expecting for Twitch. We'll make sure they can make it. All right, cool. So with that, I think we will get into the story. And for those of you who are new to YouTube, to Twitch, to TikTok, again, I see questions, things coming in. Just if you have any questions for us, please hold till around 8 o'clock when we take our break. We would love to interact with y'all, answer any question you throw at us. But we will start off, in case you're new to this assortment of oddities that sit before me. Let's do a round of introductions. Starting with the man, the myth, the one himself. Seth.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Seth. I am playing here in Steadybrook, the Halfling Ranger Fighter.
Hello, my name is Derek. I am playing Sondrin, our Drow Cleric.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Nathaniel, the human warlock rogue.
I'm Beck. I'm playing Fenriel, the half-elf Drake Warden Ranger Druid.
I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Grimwald Grizzlebrand, also known as Grim, at your service. I'm a half-orc barbarian.
I'm Ben. I'm playing Rikara, the Divine Soul Sorcerer / Samurai Fighter.
How can we remember that and you not?
I'm just gonna start bringing like a little chalkboard and sit here beside me and start making the marks beside them each week.
I am Ricky. I play Finnegan Tenderfoot, the Halfling Wizard Rogue.
And I am Kenneth, aka Southern D&D, across the various platforms. and I am the game master, the storyteller, crafter of the world, and the one who populates it with all the voices in my head. So, yes.
Raven is not a moderator, so she doesn't have permissions.
Oh,
On Twitch.
can you add that through yours since you're a mod, or?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I thought I might. Okay. Can't. Okay. Well, if push comes to shove, I will at the break. I'll take care of that. Let her know that this is fine. She's still good. Okay.
This is fine.
So, one more thing. I'm sorry, folks. Montel, do you have them turn the air down? Just want to get a little warm in here. With that,
While he's wearing the jean jacket.
we will now come back into the story.
Unlike some people.
Previously, on the adventures of the Natural One, after journeying to Broken Tusk Isle, facing hordes of orc barbarians, this blooded scales, this war party of orcs that seem to take almost a sadistic glee in the killing of dragonborns, using the massive creatures known as the Kvathir as almost like hounds of hunt. The Natural One sneaking onto the island and up through into the very temple, but not without alerting the orcs inside, though, in which a massive battle began. That didn't go very well for me because apparently my NPCs like to crit themselves, cutting off the head of the beard.
You know that'll make you go blind, right?
Yeah, it will. After that, moving into the Tomb of the Fallen One proper, there they came across a new enemy, a perfected form of these void creatures. Previously, the void shambler, the void stalker, then the void slicer, now the void hunter, this creature that seemed to be almost immune to certain levels of magic. A fierce fight in which our dear friend Grim, much like a cowboy of yore, leaping on the back of the thing with the chain of returning, grappling it into submission.
As you do.
As you do. Nathaniel going down in combat, as he does.
I lived.
After that, dealing with the reason they were going down there to rescue Lady Yeleva, the adopted maternal figure of our own Finnegan Tenderfoot, who had been taken over by Ebron, this shadowy mind wraith type entity. Freeing her from his control, she joined the fray, showing just the power that a fully trained wizard can use. After the combat, Rakara speaking with a crystal dragonborn, trying to gain information. The Kieran, not realizing, I guess, not what was happening, actually attacked, thankfully not killing the dragonborn. But all that paled in comparison to what happened with Nathaniel's unconscious body. A shadowy entity seeming to rise out of it, trying to remove the locks on the tomb of the Fallen One, to release whatever it was and obtain this item known as Orion's Blade. Thankfully, in a very quick but still heart-pounding battle in which all of the Natural Ones took part in, appearing to have banished the shadowy entity from their dear friend, even now him getting more of his former power back, almost more the melodic bard type powers back. Using her last high-powered spell slot, Lady Yeleva teleporting all of you, including the Crystal Dragonborn, back to Iron Haven, to her tower, the boyhood home of Finnegan, in which a interesting conversation was had that Nathaniel spent the most of it restrained. To start with, I was watching, you were still wrapped up in the hand for a while.
Wasn't he also unconscious the entire
That-
time?
that
I was
part too,
unconscious
yeah.
the entire time, so it
Good
didn't matter to
times.
me.
Good
Good
times.
times.
Good times.
Good times, good times.
After holding counsel with each other, Rakara going out and talking with this Crystal Dragonborn, discovering that the entrance to Nilheim is this city known as Kvathir. After you uncovered a centuries, if not millennia old map showing an ancient route down into it. Sorkin is showing that, yep. After which, a dragonborn of his word, heading her leave, returning to her origins up to this point unknown. The following morning, all of you awakening to find Lady 11 not there, but back at the lexicon, finalizing the retirement of herself as the head librarian, and the appointment of Lady Pekka as the new head librarian. Going down, finalizing the various wards within the vault to make sure none of these books are disturbed again. Yeleva talking to all of you, saying that she is going to leave to go and find this item that is referred to as the oraculum. Finnegan knows a little bit more about that than the rest of you. Leaving basically her home and all of her items to you, Finnegan. Keeping a small portion for to basically fund herself in this little expedition, but also giving you access to her bank vaults. It was at this moment, as she left, bidding all of you to be careful this journey, that for the final time, the master of the Lexicon Sophis, the soon-to-be ex-head librarian, Lady Yeleva, allowed access to the teleportation room, where the teleportation circle is. Finnegan activating it, and all of you stepping through the circle, that we pick back up our story. Any questions, concerns, or comments?
This is further north.
Two of us are
Correct.
obscenely drunk right now, right?
Yes, that's fair.
Me and you?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm completely fine. You shut up.
Did any of y'all get the figurine or the rod from me? 'Cause I couldn't quite hear.
I said if Aaron could go to.
I don't get into neither of those.
I took neither.
No?
Why would I need a dog?
Someone handed me the.
Everybody
I
needs it.
had someone
I
toss me
tossed
the
it
dog,
to
and
you,
I
and
think
you
I tossed
tossed
it
it
right
back.
back.
Yeah.
You got
that's
the
what
dog.
happened.
I mean, if you want to give it to me, sure.
I suppose you have the things.
Okay.
Enjoy the things.
You all are currently in it's just this, you're in an area of light, of purple and pinkish lights and hues. For a split second, the warmth surrounding you, and almost it feels like the ground beneath you kind of lurches for a moment before you're again on solid ground. And as the light dissipates, it's really cold. You're standing in about 2 feet of snow, surrounded by cedar and spruce trees.
Ricky, where are you? I'm sorry, Finnegan, where are you?
Who the fuck is Rick?
I told you I'm drunk.
You just see the top. What is
see my
Donnie's
top knot
strength
through the
score?
Donnie's strength score.
He rolled a natural 19. He's
Where
good.
the goddamn hell is Donnie's page?
So,
He's dead!
Karen, you appear like in basically, like almost stuck your eyes. All of a sudden, you feel a familiar tightening around the back of your cape, and you hear as Donnie lifts you up out of the snow.
Fuck, I'm dead again! Fuck, I'm alive again!
Nothing sobers you up like cold.
So, the halfling members of your party are actually light enough that you can walk on top of the snow. I believe elves also have the ability of light step, especially rangers. You can move through.
It's nice to finally
Non-magical
speak
terrain
out
does not
loud.
slow you down.
Yeah. So you're able to, much like Legolas, you're able to move on top of the snow.
Nothing.
However, the half orc, the dragon.
Cool, I follow behind Grim.
Yeah, the human. You guys are just kind of like trudging through like 2 feet of snow.
I'm used to this.
Nah.
Who do you throw it at?
Real?
Roll an attack.
Who do you throw it at?
Snowball. Roll an attack. This will be a dex-based attack.
I catch it in my
It's nice to
mouth.
finally
I
have
catch
such
it
a
in my
eye to eye.
Do we know that it was gonna be cold?
Can I send Ren up to
Yeah.
I had a thought, but I
Roll
didn't
perception.
think about it.
Grim, a snowball goes whizzing past your head.
That sucked!
Yes, because you were drunkenly drunk. Finnegan
Okay, so that's Jeez. Okay, that's not that. Plus 5, plus 2, I guess 17.
Does the 17 hit you, Grim?
Beats it.
As you're ready to throw it, leaping into the snow, you feel.
And for comedic effect, he drops the
Drops it
ball
in.
on top of his head.
Even fucking drunk. Ow! Even drunk.
Oh no, he wasn't
I'm so
ready.
fucking good.
That's a 13 for perception.
Okay.
Scout.
You feel the connection be made from your familiar, and you can see from your current position, maybe about half a mile through this thick, deciduous forest. There is it looks like an old kind of stone and dirt cart path. In the far distance, a few miles, there is a city. Let's say a city, more of a large town, that it sits on both. It looks like it sits on both the upper and lower part of a cliff face with a large waterfall cascading down. There's some smoke, like black, thick smoke, kind of drifting up from a few of the buildings, and it looks like maybe the buildings are damaged in some way. Can we tell from this distance?
Sunken, what does your map say?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
According to the map, that is the direction of Kvathir.
Oh, fuck, I made it worse.
So it's still morning, right? 'Cause we left
Yeah, it's you're
Let them
you're
look
just
sober.
now getting in like the 10, 11 o'clock.
Passes the map to you.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah,
If nothing else, pass it to Ricardo.
One the wizard.
Ricardo, you're getting the map.
I'm getting them out.
You're getting the map.
So
there you go. Fearless leader.
There's 3 locations to get to.
Rikara, you feel Rin a light on your shoulder. Realize you kind of look around, just shake her head, and she chirps at you. You recognize she is commanding you to follow. As she leaps off, just kind of begins to fly through the very thick.
Fearless leader.
Are we just pointing at whoever's in the current way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That sounds like our way.
That's how we do
Okay,
things.
all right. So, with that, I need someone to roll the encounter roll, please. Travel roll. Who wants to
One of the
make it?
drunk guys.
Not me.
I got it!
What are you doing?
It's a 19.
I love you.
So you follow Rin for a little over an hour before these spruce and birch and different kind of like northern trees.
That's okay, but you're walking on top of the snow right now.
Finally, like you reach where like it's almost they just ended up line. As you step out, there's a small little like cliff, little dip into an actual kind of like cart path, maybe a foot if that. And this path is well worn, so you can see the directions. One heading toward the direction of Kvathir, one heading back toward Iron Haven.
That way.
You said that way.
North.
Go that way.
North.
Okay, so second drunk guy, make the next roll.
Tell everybody I'm on my way.
6.
6. Okay.
You're drunk.
All right.
This keeps me warm.
As you were moving
I can't
through
feel
this
cold. I can't
area,
remember how it works.
as you're kind of moving toward Kvathir, everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh
I
boy.
love these.
Perception.
I
Oh
can see clearly
boy.
now. The rain.
Can Smokey make a perception roll as well?
Who? No, just you.
No? Okay.
Since Rin is out and about and leading the party, can she?
That all I will add up.
So,
7.
No,
How many
Not-
pets are allowed to make perception rolls?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, all right.
I rolled a 16.
Finnegan, what's on you? So what'd you roll?
I rolled a natural 20, but I haven't rolled for Hootie yet. I
Okay.
can. I look here.
It's
Rin, I
it's
didn't
fine.
get anything.
What's
Does
your
this have to
net
do
20?
with hearing
What'd
or
you-
smelling?
Me,
Yeah.
for me is 24 perception.
It is sound.
I got an 18.
18.
18,
16.
16,
24.
24.
I rolled 14. Donnie is 17.
Okay, DC is 15.
Donnie's like, you idiot.
So, as you're kind of walking down this road, as you were aiming to bring a cart or horses, You begin to hear this guttural noise coming from off to the left where you're walking. This low kind of like something, this deep menacing growl noise. Intermitted with this occasional, almost like a bird squawking of a hoot or something. Yes.
I recognize it.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check. Survival check?
Let's survive. Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Woo! This you recognize the distress call of an owlbear. On a natural 20, you do hear it's a different kind of, I guess, like a timbre to it. The same between a snowy owl and a great horned owl, just that there's a difference in the pitch. But it is very obviously a owlbear. On a natural 20, you also hear a slight whining chirp as well.
Oh.
Mama
Captured a
baby?
poor cricket.
Get a sense, maybe mother and cub.
It sounds like in distress.
Very much so.
There's an owl bear
Where?
and a little owl bear.
Well, let's avoid them then.
Where bear?
Can we tell
There,
how far
bear.
they are?
On a natural 20, they're within a mile of your current position.
Oh, jeez, that's a long way.
Is it though?
Tears.
To be able to hear something a mile away?
You know what? That's a fair, I'm afraid. And
That's a
they
fair
are relatively close by.
No.
Relatively close by.
So, if we were to stay on the path we're on right now, would we avoid them?
On a natural 20, because I will say,
That gives me a 30.
without to know what they were, to hear them, you did not roll that high.
Well,
I did. I had a natural 20.
Okay. And as you're moving, you hear that it's still deeper in the forest. You're pretty sure you could skirt around.
No, yeah, they're in the woods, so if we keep going this way, we should be fine.
Oh,
But it's,
problem solved.
which
But
is
do we
also
want
the
to
mother and
investigate?
cub in distress.
yes.
It's hurt.
Where?
It sounds.
I'm going to send Smokey out that way.
Should we go
Smokey
help
should
the
be
bird
able to
puppy?
walk
I just
across.
start running in the direction. I'm coming, birds.
Okay, Smokey's riding Kieran.
All right. God damn it.
Who's riding me? Go ahead.
Smokey,
This is his ferret.
my ferret.
Oh,
It's
okay.
infernal ferret.
His infernal ferret.
It's Smokey.
It's
I
my
got
ferret.
this
He's
fucking
currently
thing.
riding you. This now becomes a very scary PSA. This now becomes a very scary PSA.
I'm not running very fast. I'm not like.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, who all is going with Kieran?
No, Carrot, get back
I
here.
follow.
Sure.
Where's the bear?
Slowly trudging behind.
I'm
Finn's going.
Jared, stop it. Jared!
Roll me either
I'm fast as fuck,
history or nature.
History or nature? Wow, they're the same. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to say it's I'm going to say it's not nature. Nature. I nat 20 my -1.
So,
That's 3 nat 20s for this encounter.
Grimrold Grizzlebrand, you know of the owlbear, specifically the snowy owlbear. They are not rare, kind of uncommon in Stornocore. But unlike their southern cousins, which are more scavengers, because they're more omnivorous, they'll eat berries and such. The northern owlbear is a hunter.
Oh,
It is a
God.
predator, to the point where there are several tribes who deem it a creature worthy of sport to go after as a rite of passage.
Oh shit.
Size-wise, imagine the owlbears of Ilthalas are more like, large black bear, small grizzly bear size. These, large polar bear.
Large polar bear / Kodiak bear.
Exactly, yeah.
Shit.
The fact that the mention
Something
of
is scared.
The
It
fact
is
that-
scared of something.
the fact there was mention of a cub sends you even more
Oh
to
god,
worry.
oh god, oh god, oh god, oh
He
god.
doesn't know what he's getting into. He's expecting
Yeah.
something smaller.
Okay. So
Very bad, very bad, very bad.
how are you progressing through this forest? Let me ask that. Are you trying to be stealthy? Are you just rushing through? What are you doing?
Kieran, get back here.
What?
I'm gonna
Yeah, nobody's
try to be
being stealthy.
stealthy.
All right.
How close are the trees to each other?
It varies. Like there's some about 4 feet, and they're kind of like staggered and just clustered.
If I climbed a tree, could I jump limb to limb?
I was about to ask the same thing.
To
So,
quote every dungeon master that's ever lived, you can
try.
certainly try.
hey, I'm going right there with him. So,
I take out my dagger and I climb a tree.
Make me a climb check.
Am I still drunk?
It's kind of starting. Your
Especially with
hangover
the
is starting to
cold.
get there, but it's
Is
starting to
this
wear
a
off.
disadvantage?
No, I'll say this when your adrenaline is
You're
has
a,
kicked in.
you're a merciful deed.
Thank you.
you are a merciful.
Athletics or acrobatics of 13.
Oh! I have to get a 13?
Yeah.
So I'll consider
don't
my
get a
acrobatics is plus 9. That's going to be a 15.
Yeah.
That's how you roll bad. You
Yeah.
should brag about it first.
Because again, you're several large snowdrifts, but being a small, lighter creature, you're able to run on top. Leaving up on one of the larger trees, you just kind of start making your way up to the first branch, about 30 feet up from the ground. But you're kind of able to just get. But yeah, you can.
I have
you
a
can,
vertigo moment where
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm like, ah!
You see Donnie just underneath you. I'm like, this could not end well.
Right. And once I steady myself, I'm then going to continue going that way,
All right.
jumping. From tree to
Again, either athletics
Like
or
a monkey.
acrobatics.
I'm following. I'm actually doing the same
Make
thing.
your climb check.
Can I just take a 10 with acrobatics?
No.
Which one?
That takes all the fun out of it.
Okay, I already have a plus 11. I could literally roll a 2.
On the tell you what, on the climbing, yes, let's use 10. But because you are not a small creature,
Yeah.
you
These
are
are
a
my
medium.
problem.
For the jumping, no, that's going to
Yeah.
be athletics.
That's
Yes.
fine.
It was specifically the climbing.
The climb I'll give to you. Yeah. He had to roll because
Yeah.
you were drunk.
You're coming down.
Oh, yeah.
18.
18. All right. All right. So make your so you climb up there, chasing after Kieran.
16.
Okay. I saw the nat one on this side, so you're okay. The branch you're kind of having to jump, whereas he's like going from limb to limb. You're having to kind of jump where the branches meet the trunk.
Yeah.
All right. So while the two of them are pulling a Tarzan, what are you five doing?
I
still
said
in
65 feet.
Yeah.
So can she go ahead?
She can.
30 feet in.
At one point, she's flying through, just kind of stops, backs up, just sees these two idiots, tree, shakes her head, flies forward.
Can she try to be looking out for?
Yes, I will roll my perception for her.
Just like Aang running from Jet and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep.
You guys watch way too much Naruto.
There we go. Fine.
No,
19.
It's a program form of travel.
both of them still have both arms.
All right, so
Fair.
Ren will break through the foliage wall into this large open clearing. That was maybe like a compound or a hunting lodge of some place. You see the remnants of this. I guess it's a bear, like a pitfall trap. And inside she sees a large white mass. You hear that loud roaring sound still coming from inside this like wooden fenced area. The whimpering is coming from a large iron crate that is hung about 20 feet on a pole by heavy chains. What was the perception again?
19.
On a 19, occasionally you'll hear, what languages do you speak?
I speak Draconic, Orc, and Common.
Okay. You'll hear being called out in Common and Orc things like "Bring her down! One more shot, lads! We're almost gone! Watch out for those claws!" That kind of stuff.
I'll let the group know all this, of course.
All right. So, what are you for? What are you doing at this point?
Following
Is this
Following
2 foot
Phil
of snow
Collins
slowing
and
us
Tarzan.
For those.
35.
Does that just apply to you, or are you the point where it applies to everyone at this point?
That only applies to me.
Okay, so
And my speed is a 35.
Those who are not through the trees are not Finn. You are, or Finnegan, you're small size. You are kind of having to push through the snow, so you're going kind of slowly.
And it is daytime.
It is daytime.
Even with my 40 feet of movement,
Yes.
I'm slowed down.
All right, so
Trudging along behind him.
Kieran and Nathaniel,
Mm-hmm.
dex checks. Well, either athletics or acrobatics checks, please. As you're leaping from branch to branch.
Am I keeping up with him?
You are. At your movement, you're able to.
16.
16.
23.
23, beautiful, okay. It's going to be one more check before you reach the end, so go ahead and make the final check.
23.
27.
Okay. Literally at the very end, as Finrio breaks through the foliage, kind of skittering on the ice to stop, like two Olympic gymnasts, the two of you reach up, grab the final branch, swing around, each do a backflip, landing, arms up as you land, and you see a squirrel over the corner with an acorn going 10.
And there's a German scroll that for some reason keeps giving you a 1. You don't know why.
Is it German? It's a German or Russian? Okay, so the three of you do see Rin. Well, Rin has just been constantly circling this entire time. It's taking you maybe 40 minutes to run here. You do see Rin circling above this. You can see like not fresh, but maybe at most a month old, like tree stumps have been cut down, and then you hear from inside this palisade type wooden fence the sounds. Finn, I'm not going to make you roll. As you're approaching it, you see that there is a snowy owlbear in this pitfall trap. It is deceased. It is large. It is a male owlbear. So what are the three of you doing? The four of you are getting closer. It's going to take a little time to get here, but you're making your way there.
I'm listening for those voices that
You hear them from inside the palisades. I'm going to make a roll for her. She's still fine, still fighting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of perceiving getting a lay of everything.
All right, so you have it's maybe a football field across, if that. Rough-hewn logs jammed to make kind of a thick palisade-like fence. A rough-hewn door cut through it. You see a tall, thick, well, it's probably like an old knotty pine tree on the very end, where hangs this large, like iron crate-like box by large chains. You hear the fighting, the roars, and different things coming from. It's supposed to be around that area, but from your position where you kind of came out into the clearing, you can't see into what's happening. The building, the lodge, again, looks recently built log cabin style building.
Okay, I want to get to a tree close to it, and then scale down the tree.
Okay. Unfortunately, any tree within reach of these palisades have been cut down for building materials.
Okay.
So you got
Can
about.
I get to the closest tree and then jump on the roof?
The timber of the palisades reach up about 40 feet. So you can climb one of them and attempt to jump because it's only like a single story, little like log cabin type. You can attempt to climb the palisade and jump onto it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. This one will be a climb check. Even though you are now completely sober, adrenaline has pushed your mind into its normal sober condition.
That's acrobatics?
Yep.
Okay.
Either or. Nathaniel, what are you doing?
Acrobatics.
How high up did you say?
This wooden palisade wall is about 40 feet.
Pop mage armor first. Well, actually, let me double check, make sure I chose that one.
Sorry, two, but still 40 feet. You can easily,
Mage armor, and then I'm gonna walk through the front gate.
Okay. Finra, what are you doing?
Is Palisade climbable?
Yeah, it's just like they basically took these large, massive logs, because these trees around here, they'll reach up 50, 60 feet. Kind of cut and made a point to them. And when he gets to the top, you'll see there's actually kind of like a wooden walk path through there.
I want to go up that. Because I have a 35 climbing speed, so
Okay.
it shouldn't slow me down.
Yeah. climb. Yeah.
Turns out Fenrir was only using
You have a climbing
10% of his
speed?
power.
They have a climbing speed.
Yes.
Does that help them at all?
But that
with
just
this?
This
means
means
that
they can
doesn't slow me
move.
down.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I'll still
Because technically,
check.
climbing, unless you have the ability, is half your movement speed.
Oh, it was an inspiration.
It's half your movement and a roll versus a climbing speed,
Yeah.
which just means you do it.
Oh no.
DC of 13, I mean.
It wouldn't have made it.
Oh, wow.
This one did.
Okay.
This one is a 9+.
Stuff.
Actually, no, if it's athletics, it's a 12, but if it's acrobatics, it's a 17.
It's either or, acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics.
Climb skills are either or. So with that, Finn, you will, even though you hit the bottom a little bit after Kieran, the two of you will swing up over the top of the palisade. And again, about a 3.5, 4 foot kind of like wooden planked walkway. You see ladders. And from this point of view, the two of you, and as Montel, as you walk in, you see that the edge of this two-story kind of like rough-hewn hunting lodge is still a large, snowy colored owlbear. Not as big as the one in the pit. And she is fighting 4 heavily armed, you see there is one half-orc and the rest of these look to be humans. And from above her, like occasionally you'll see her look up this like large hanging and constantly swinging back and forth, this large crated box. That's where you hear this kind of whimpering, chirping noise coming from.
Finn does not like this.
Do you let us know that Finn does not like this?
I've said this is the point where the rest of you will have busted through the timber line into the clearing.
And then
Just watch you walk through the door.
Yeah.
Finn will go over the
Actually, no,
ring.
it's only half speed because all the snow has been pushed and cleared aside.
Okay.
There is still a light snowfall.
Who's about to make a snow piercer?
Finn will go over the ring and explain
moving
in
on
very
there.
aggressive, does not like this tones, what's going on.
I'll make towards the door.
Alright.
How far away are they from me?
From where you are to where there are about 50, 60 feet if that.
Cool. Each one of them is going to catch an Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Because 120 feet.
Roll it.
Anyway, I just started blasting.
I just like a
Telegram.
I just imagine like Finn, like Finrail and Kieran said, okay, so what's Montel pointing at?
Just look around.
10, 13, 25,
Hit.
11.
So one hit.
And that's going to be the one to the orc.
Oh, you want the door. Perfect.
Yeah.
Would Speak with Animals work with an owlbear?
It would. Because in my world, an owlbear is a beast.
Finn will cast
Spin
Speak with
around
the
all.
Animals and call out to let her know that we will be aiding her. To hopefully not.
Roll me a charisma check, adding your casting ability.
8 damage.
Cool.
I'm out of inspiration.
I'm on the roof, right?
Maybe one quick check to get onto the roof.
Oh, I'm a halfling.
You're halfling.
Oh god.
That's 12.
12?
12.
Okay.
That's much better. 25.
25. Yeah. So as you two kind of step off, you see Nathaniel raise his hand. You take this leap across. It's about maybe a 10, 15 foot to like where you see something like an awning that stretches out. You leap, grab onto it, pull yourself up and onto the roof proper. On a 12, if she notices you, you don't see it. So let's get some miniatures.
Throw me! You were not expecting the, okay, cool, fire.
I mean,
Nobody expects this vanishing miniature.
I set this up for a reason. I mean,
I imagine.
Well, see, the good part is I was going to shoot you even if you didn't say
Wait, do you think
anything.
we were all gonna be like, huh?
I was literally just going to walk in and shoot.
We hear something in the distance.
We almost did.
Later on,
That was
Dr. Owlbear's like,
knowledge
you
of
didn't help
as
me.
I saw the
He
miniatures
had me
earlier.
at owl.
Yeah.
So I knew he had
It's
them.
not like he had these two
Snowy owlbear miniatures painted on his TikTok.
Right?
I wasn't able to watch
He did a
Dusty when he
baby.
painted
And look at the big baby.
Well, no, he
But
did
it
also.
showed me here, it's like, look at this little baby I have. Look at its eyes. It has a little crying eye sparkle. It has tears. And look, here's the mama.
He has tears.
And then he heard the owl bears. And I was like, oh, no.
And then you specified distress.
Yeah.
And it went, cool. Go.
If the party didn't want to go, I wasn't going to push it because I had meta knowledge. But
Had you not, there would have been some things that there was some follow-up things that have happened.
Don't worry, a drunk halfling pushed it.
A drunk
Bird puppy.
Oh, I'm coming.
A drunk
All right,
and a drunk
so-
crowd running after each other.
Let me get the.
Sounds like the start of a joke.
to be fair, this was my job for years.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
The direction you guys will be entering from is this part here.
Okay.
And that was not
The one without the ring on it is the one that works usually.
Hey.
I felt it.
Hey, Jeff. What this reminds me of?
But
Paul the Poacher.
There we go.
Remember
All
Paul?
yeah.
With that, if you'll get me one of those pillars,
Coming your way, sir.
and there should be a building over there.
My game right now.
Yes, it is, huh?
Jeff was in it.
There should be a little small blue building over there somewhere.
Small blue building?
If not, just hand me the two stone
They put them in one
tables
of
up
the
there, they'll
cages
work.
after they let
There's
the
a cabin.
things go.
Oh, right, perfect.
They
Small
spent the
cabin
entire
also.
hour trip
Alright.
around town
So-
poking him. And he's like, come
Poking
on,
Paul.
like they would not let him sleep. He was like, come on
He
guys,
doesn't
please,
think
please, I'm
about
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. They're like, yeah, we know you're sorry. Poke, poke. Ow! Stop
Yeah.
poking Paul the Poacher.
Just kept
I like
awake
how
the
Bugsy
entire
all went,
trip.
let's go
And you
stuff.
guys
And I was
were
like, front door it
You
is.
guys went into town and we're like, hey, we're trying to get
Well,
Did
to
you
be
say
fair,
hi,
I was
guys?
going, let's go for the
And that's
higher
when,
up so we can
boldness.
use the terrain area.
Fuck on in town.
And then I went,
Yeah.
Hello, Captain Old Man.
And here
Mom.
is Mom.
It's Mom.
All right.
Hello, Mom.
Just
And the baby is with the.
Albert.
Yes, that's the pole where the. You know what? Here.
Harmony. We were doing this. We were trying to do the same note. Oh dear.
Those are lies tell it no.
days.
We just sang it. It's like, not since Sondheim.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So with that, Takara.
I can't believe it's almost been a year.
What weird, isn't it?
Yes. I legitimately like broke down.
Yeah.
Today.
All right.
Shelby and I did too.
It
So-
was sad.
If you'll place yourselves appropriately.
So where's this gate at?
That's not gonna work, is it?
I don't know. I may stick.
Blue tack and stuff.
I didn't bring any with me.
I'm sticky.
Dang, it got me right there. Master Sondrin.
My leg!
Is that
My other leg! Here, John!
All right.
Oh, hello, everybody. I'm just here to ask, do you have any Grey Poupon? Ah! What have you done?
There's.
How do you
all right.
feel about
marriage insurance?
But Takara, I have. You're okay.
He doesn't have a shield.
Oh, that's right.
I stole his shield. Well, I was given his shield.
And
And his
Grim is
armor.
definitely ahead of
Yeah.
I am
most everybody.
Again, I love the
Ren
keyboard
is
marks
technically
as
up here in the air.
like different.
There, where would Seb be?
Seb is with Grim.
Okay.
And Finn is even more ahead of me because
I'm basically right
he's
behind
able
Grim,
to
just
actually
calling,
ride on top of the snow.
Hand me the yellow box over there, please.
Every time I hear
Yellow
Seb,
box.
I'm like, I'm right here. Oh.
Is it like yellow armor?
Severin.
Severin.
Wait, you didn't know his name was Setherin?
Severin.
had shipping containers over here.
Just a wall. Then wherever Nathaniel would be.
I'm like up there.
I need to change that to mine.
I'm wherever
hand me
the
Ren off
front
the
gate
other
is.
It's just me with
Over here, I guess.
Hand me
Well, no,
Ren, because she's currently flying around.
I'd be further ahead because, you know,
Yeah,
went
you
through the
went
front
through the
door.
Door thing.
Okay.
Literally walked up, went through the front door and went, ha! Fire.
All right. So Karen, for the moment, we'll just pretend like you are on. Go Okay.
Yeah!
Dear God, what in the fucking inception?
Improvise, adapt, overcome. You couldn't stand on the roof, so you flipped the house.
All right.
Now you're standing
We're
on the wall.
selling for
We're
a
smarter,
profit.
not harder.
With
Selling
that,
for a profit.
with that, let's roll for initiatives.
All right, welcome to
Yeah,
the.
it is
We're gonna
good.
put this.
I'm not reading those, so I don't have it.
Have you done your,
Can you pass that around to anyone?
email?
Nice.
I'm asking for help.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
I'm never eating.
Although,
Owlbear.
I will say,
Never will.
at the long rest, I did reset your symbol.
And humans.
Can't level up on my story arc. Can't get the initiative advantage. Dadgummit. Where's the halfling? Princess.
I literally walked up.
That's it. I'm going on strike. Finnegan just sits down.
That's it. I'm going on strike.
Start
Sits
casting
down.
ice spells instead of
Finnegan.
fireball.
Sits down, disappears in snow.
Rakara.
21.
Grim.
17.
Finriel.
20. Next is 18.
I
Nathaniel.
actually rolled high on my dice this
8.
time.
Sordrin.
22.
Kieran.
18.
Okay. So, that means
I think we go first.
Now that you've roared to establish dominance.
They immediately give up. They realize the
I'd
error
like
of
to
the
roll
ways.
intimidation,
They
copying the
apologize.
murder drawer.
What do we do? I surrender.
Rakara.
No, the other thing.
Finnegan and Finriel. Who has the higher decks?
18.
So, Fen, then Finn. My God, it's like Vex and Vex.
But worse.
It was an accident.
It's hilarious.
I was here first. I'm just saying.
Kieran, then Biren. No,
What?
A couple hours ago, I was beering.
you were Biren. I'm dead than a half orc.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm sorry, Grim, because PCs take the tie. Grim, then the half
PC
orc.
strikes again.
It's half orc versus half orc. All over again.
Then the
Watch me
owl
super
bear.
city this motherfucker.
I would have better.
Then Nathaniel,
I am an hour better.
and last but not least, the humans.
Antonio Bender.
Okay,
The
so
humans all go in with each other.
Sordrin, kick us off.
I do not know how to thank
All right.
you for my help.
How likely? No, I'm not gonna do that. You said we're no longer in the difficult terrain.
Correct. Essentially, I'm going to say that you guys have entered into the this wall here kind of extends out and around.
Okay. So, from where I am, you see.
Oh, fair point. I do need to mark that.
Who's the guy on the ground?
The bear pit.
Donnie's dead and next to the bear.
Actually, the bear pit is out there past the
that.
wall. So, all right.
Actually,
He would have been going in. He would have been stuck with you guys.
Back here with us.
He's not climbing the tree. It's like,
Yeah.
hold
The
on.
large bear pit. The large owl bear pit out here.
Imagine though, Donnie rolls better
What you
than
got,
both
Sordrin?
of us.
all right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Crap, still not in range. All right.
Looks over at me. What the fuck did you do?
Actually, I do have in range. Where'd my cards go?
Oh. Yep.
You gonna use it? Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Look at that. I take out the bow back.
Okay.
Ricard gave me, and I'm gonna fire at the half orc.
All right.
Since it's Dex, I can use it.
Oh yeah, we're just like not even gonna be like, hey, stop doing that. We're just gonna go straight to the kill of
Well, he's the one that walked in and
Hey.
just went to blasting.
They kind of made this
Yeah,
decision.
he started it. By he, I mean him.
And I do it again.
That's what happens when you.
I'm gonna
coach.
guess that's a no, because that's gonna be
Think we're gonna
16
convince
to
them.
hit
They'll be
the
like,
half orc?
"Fuck,
Half
we didn't
orc,
even think
16
that we were
misses.
being
Yep.
assholes.
That's all I got,
Crikey, what are they doing?
because I'm out of range of everything right now.
Okay.
Old bear.
Actually,
that,
wait, 18.
for the half orc?
Yes.
Just barely hits.
Oh, I haven't used the bow, so I forgot about
Okay.
the plus 2 to
Gotcha,
hit.
gotcha.
What's the bow damage rolling on?
I think
It's a longbow, so it'd be a D10.
D10.
A longbow is a D8.
D8.
Oh, so 2
I'm about to be
D8s.
like, what the fuck?
Because if people don't know, cleric smite says weapon attack.
Yeah, you range
So that's
fighters.
8 and 8.
Jesus, that max damage?
That's 8 piercing and 8 radiant.
Okay, so 16 on the half orc.
Do you get plus your dex?
I guess technically yes.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's plus another 3.
19. All right.
It's been a long time since
So
I
if
used
you
it, but
don't,
thank you.
the thing is, without proficiency, you don't add your proficiency bonus to it.
But I have
You can
proficiency.
see what, yeah. Anything else?
Oh, weapons. That's all I got.
Rakara.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I have line of sight on?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
If you miss, you hit the back of Nathaniel. We're fine with that.
That one.
It's all good.
I aim at the bad guys.
Nathaniel
What's happening? I'm so sorry.
Nathaniel who?
I'll take out the storm dragon's bow and
Okay.
aim around Nathaniel.
Bow of archers today. Okay, I mean, this is a party of archers.
Wrong!
First
I'm
one.
here!
11 plus.
Unless he misses.
18?
Aiming at who?
No, wait.
Human or half orc?
The half orc.
Half orc?
19 actually.
Will hit.
We all walked in and went, we know who to hit!
Get him!
Sorry, Graham.
Get him! Get him!
No relation.
No
not
relation.
him. It's not him.
8 piercing damage on
No
the
relation.
first attack, second
So good.
attack.
Father.
Miss.
Mother miss.
And then,
Yeah, so his mom was the half with the orc.
and then bonus action.
There was a very brave man that day.
Where's Finn? Where's Finn go?
Okay.
Do I see Finn?
Oh. Finn, like the oh yeah, you can see him, yeah.
Then
Light him up.
Finn.
No.
What did you do?
Finn, Fan, Rin.
Fan. Whatever.
Finn, okay, F-E-N. All right.
Call him Finreal.
Advantage. Light
That
him up.
one.
Advantage.
Or you
Right.
can just make the sound.
And Finreal, it's your turn. Fink, Fank.
Finn, Finn.
Take a point of inspiration, that's pretty good. Fink, Fank, Foop. Where are you aiming?
The half orc, right?
Yep.
Half orc, and we're going sharpshooter.
Okay.
We'll get him, I'm sure.
That's gonna be 18 plus 5.
No, it hits. 18's his AC.
What did I do here? A D8. 7 piercing damage. As well as. No, I'm too far away. So
Anything else?
just 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Don't you have an extra attack?
Oh, I have 2 attacks. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Martial classes!
It has been.
We haven't had a combat in a minute. It's been 2 weeks.
That is only a 15.
That one will miss the half orc.
But then I'm going to jump down
Okay.
and run 35 feet towards the pillar with the baby.
20, 25, 30, right there, 35. Okay. Anything else?
Can I bonus action cast a spell?
Depends if it acts as a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
Then yes.
I'll bonus action healing word on the mama.
Okay. Alright.
So that is a
Mama.
4. No, it's a D6. No, it's 2d4. That was the other thing that gives me that. That is 10 healing on the owlbear.
Okay. You watch as some of those like jagged scars and cuts just slowly start to reknit. So that moment as you do that, this half orc, you see him turn. Intruders! Kill the beast! Protect the cub! It's worth its weight in platinum! As he turns.
Yeah, he's not that good.
My weight in platinum.
Finnegan, you're up with Tyrannon.
Okay. So the baby owlbear's in a cage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is it like float, like a chain
It's,
hooked
yeah,
up to it?
it's a large,
floating?
yeah.
It's climbed to the top of a
It's
mountain.
it's like a gibbet.
Yeah, right here, this on the side of it, there's like a large metal like crank and tackle.
I don't really need to be super close to what I'm about to do. I want to cast animate object
Okay.
on the chain that is hoisting the cage up.
Okay, I think I know what you want to do. That'll be less the chain, more of the winch, the actual moving simple machine that's locking it in place.
Yeah.
You trying to get the chain lower, or
I mean,
you know what? I'll call it all one entity at this point.
okay.
If you just
All
make
right.
it
So
easy like that,
yeah. So that's what I want to do.
Okay.
It's 120 foot range.
Yeah.
I should be in range to do that. And I'm going to start to
The tree counter.
lower
Okay. Yep. All right.
the owlbear cub.
Essentially, you reach out, you feel your power begin to kind of move into this, giving it a little bit of life of its own.
Yeah.
You see the click and it can, in a single round, it'll be able to lower its entire self down. So go ahead and move the miniature right there. It's still, again, it's locked in a 5-foot case, but yeah.
Means I won't have to climb, thank you.
Anything else?
Should I run into the danger zone?
I want to. If you had to choose a size for this chain contraption,
Okay.
what size would you
For
choose?
dealing just because of weight, I'd say medium. Because
Okay.
it's metal and thick, heavy chain.
I'll get
All right.
I may have to stop.
I would like to use the chain
Okay.
to whip the guy right there with his back towards the cub.
I want you to roll me an Arcana check. Because right now this is still, the chain is connected. So basically you're trying to use your magic to break the chain off.
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Yeah.
24.
Okay, I'll say that. Yeah, you're able to, call it a bonus action, a bonus attack. So go ahead and make me a spell attack using your attack modifier.
For the chain or for
Yes.
me hitting him?
Attacking him, yeah.
Okay, it has its own
Yeah.
stats and stuff, I think. Yep.
Much like a snake charmer of old, you see Finnegan just moving in this chain.
That's not good. It's only going to be an 8.
8, so just they all hear the boom of the box hitting. He kind of turns and whoops up, just and ducks. That chain goes over the top of his head.
Yep. So that's it.
All right, Kieran is up with Grim on deck.
Quick question.
Yes.
Knives. That's Dex?
Deck space.
Dex, yes.
They're finesse weapons.
So I can know how much that is. Alright, I would like, so I can see them through, is there a skylight that on the roof I can see all of them?
Well, I'm
all
gonna
the bad
say
guys?
you move to the edge. You can see everyone in there, kind of
Okay.
come on the edge of the top. Of the
I would like to hop on the back of the half-orc.
Okay.
And once I land, because I have my dagger in hand, I want to, with my 2 attacks and then action surge for 2 more.
Okay.
It is.
Got it. Okay, so.
Assassin's Creed, here we go.
All right. Roll me roll me acrobatics. You're trying to beat his AC.
That's going to be 28.
28 will beat his AC. With
I
that,
hope so.
28 misses!
Who is this guy?
Due to the height and where you're jumping from, you will take a little bit of fall damage. You'll take 4 points of fall damage as you slam down onto him.
I'm dead.
No, you're not me.
The thing is, he also takes 4 points of fall damage.
Okay.
As you just go, walk down as he starts to make your attacks.
Okay.
Shake.
I'm gonna do my first. Do I get any sort of advantage being on top of him?
Is he technically
the
grappled?
You
If
would,
I don't, that's fine.
but at the same time, he's still kind of fighting and doing this. So it's going to say
Okay.
straight rolls.
Okay. So here's my first thing. I'm gonna just roll them out.
Yeah,
at
it's
the same
fine.
time.
It's fine.
Okay. That's gonna be 18
Hit.
and 24.
Both hit.
Okay.
What are you making the attacks with? Is this
This is my dagger. My odd bodkin.
odd bodkins? Okay.
Yes.
Or odds bodkin? That's it. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
The one that bleeds.
The one that bleeds. Yes. 2, 12, plus 2, 16.
16. Okay.
So that's with those two.
Yep.
And then my next two. It's going to be 22 and 14.
22 hits, 14 will not. Isn't there a save you need to make for like for the bleed effect or something?
I don't think so. No, he just it says as an as an action DC 11 medicine check to allow the
Yeah.
creature to staunch the wounds.
That's just so just stacks totally. So you've hit him twice so far.
Well, I've hit him 3 times.
Now 3 times. Yeah.
Now 3 times.
So he's bleeding for 3 points.
And then that's going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay. So, all right. Anything else?
And after I do that, like as I just drop down, can I yell to him, like, because I heard him say, like, you know, do such and such. Can I be like, please don't?
you hear? Please don't.
You may not want to do that. That's a little cooler than that.
Yeah, okay.
Please don't.
All right. Grim is up next with the half orc on deck.
Cool. Let's see. Take me 40 feet towards the half orc.
Actually, you guys would have been a little bit closer than that. So, like, Sorndred, you probably would have came to here.
I just noticed me bouncing.
Yeah.
Yeah, put you there.
So,
Actually, put me.
I'm flanking
Okay.
on top of his
So
head.
I'm gonna say if Grim, if you were on par,
yeah,
okay, yeah, so he's there.
Yeah, you could- yeah.
Put me
He's there.
right there.
He's just there. And I would have been,
a little bit closer. Yeah, kind of about 20 feet closer.
Daniel would have been.
So the actual door kind of curves through there.
The thing is,
So you would have been through the door.
because like, you got 3 successful hits with that.
So
He will take.
Don't forget that your wolf can go too. I forgot for some.
What you
Oh,
got,
no, I don't
Grim?
forget. I just like him to say back so he stays alive.
Remember the last time? Donnie went down. Yeah.
Danny went down
So-
fast. Yeah.
this is
Beware
really
the orc
fun.
breath weapon.
I'm not gonna rage,
Okay.
but I know I want Fenrir out of there because
Okay.
that's the danger zone.
Yeah, I ran right through it.
And
There's a little picture on the stuff.
okay, I'm gonna take my first swing at the half orc.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Just barely hits.
Do not get the rage damage, so it's just gonna be.
I just rolled 18 against this guy, basically.
That's gonna be 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And then for my next action,
All right.
look over to Fenrir. Do you trust me?
Yeah, I
I
knew that
can
one.
show you the.
Grab, fling towards
Make me an
the.
improvised ranged attack.
So it's a disadvantage. Yes.
Because
you
he's
trust
proficient in flinging me.
Yes, at this point he is very proficient with throwing Fenrir around. Welcome to Faeterra After Dark.
Okay. It's actually not bad. Get to add my proficiency bonus, thank God.
DC almost seven. This is say 17.
18.
Beautiful. What is your strength?
Strength is a 20.
20. So that's a +5 modifier.
Yep.
So it'll be 25 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will put you right there.
As I
And
go through the air, I yell, "Thank you!"
Roll me a dex save just to kind of see if you
16.
you land a little kind of doing one of those, but you look just fine. All right.
and now looking at the half orc, looking at Karen. We got this. We got this.
Okay. So the half orc's turn.
Real quick.
Yes.
I forgot that Oddbakken has +1 to attack and +1 to damage.
So 3 additional
So
hit.
he's yes.
Be 3 additional hit. Yeah.
Well, it'd be 3 additional, but also I've forgotten the last one to add the +2 for orcs.
Okay.
So actually +5. Also, at the start of his turn, he takes
Takes
3
three, yep.
d4 points of damage.
Well, 3d4.
Because it's
Because it's
It's a d4 bleed. Okay, gotcha.
1d4 for
roll me
every
3d4 then.
for every successful hit, which is why I.
Yeah. But I know there were some of those that's just a point of bleed. So yeah.
This one.
Great.
4,
That's why he stole the green one.
5, 7. 7 points of damage. Does my orc go into
No, that is
Why not?
That is not active damage. It is passive damage.
Okay, that's fine.
So as he's just you see the blood welling up this massive cut across his neck. He is going to reach up and attempt to grab you, Kieran.
But I'm slippery.
Wow!
Did you get him?
16, 20, 23 to grab you.
Against what? My armor?
Your AC, yeah.
Damn it! 19.
All right. You can attempt to roll basically a strength, a contest with strength to like move out of the way.
Well, with my +0 to strength.
What's the worst that could happen?
If it's a strength check, you only roll a 21.
I mean, I got +0, so I'd have to do like a natural 20, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying it. Why not?
There's a 2.
It's 2. It's like a 20.
With that,
The bane of halfling.
he grabs Kieran and just kind of picks him up off his shoulder. Fucking hell, really. As he's going to expend a superiority die.
Use him as an improvised weapon?
With feigning attack to get advantage on the attack, which cancels out the disadvantage. He's going to attack you with Kieran.
I'm gonna hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Did he not 20?
It's gonna be disadvantage, sir.
Displace or close?
Yes, disadvantage.
Sure.
You roll that.
Sure. One more. Do it again. That was 2 natural ones, by the way.
You double failed, sir.
Oh god! No! I'm pretty sure there's a break weapon in there.
Oh shit.
Eyeball warning!
Kieran,
And it's not me this time!
you say when.
Win.
Why?
We'll call this a.
Bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Well, this is a melee attack. This is melee.
Yeah, it's melee.
I am
Footsie. Your wild swing causes your weapon to strike you in the foot, dealing maximum damage.
How much damage are you
If the weapon you're wielding deals bludgeoning damage, your speed is reduced by 10.
Do both of them take this damage right now?
Is this with my odd button?
No, this is with your hand.
Just with me?
This is with you. So, Kieran,
You can't make this shit up.
you watch as he swings down. Grim, not reacting as he was over a normal attack, not realizing it's his friend, moves out of the way. And Grim, you see the shocked look of a halfling go right past your face. And you're just like,
bad.
okay, so maximum damage.
How much damage is a halfling worth?
On a, someone say a D6.
I was thinking probably a club.
He's going to deal about 15 points of damage to himself.
How much does Kieran take?
But yeah, do I take the same? I will.
Sure. You also take 15. But you feel as that hard part in your forehead hits his foot, the bones just give away underneath your forehead.
And this is why we wear steel-toed boots.
Can I roll for throwing
This is why we wear
Sure, roll
helmets.
me a con saving throw.
Because that fucking like
That's a concussion right there, bud.
10.
All over that broken foot.
So is that now difficult terrain for being slippery?
So happy
I'm aiming for a
The thing is, he's got another attack.
Do it again! Do it again!
Oh.
I'm coming for you, fucker.
This one,
While you're hanging from
this one will have disadvantage.
Grim, I got him. He's not going anywhere.
Okay, it's not with him now.
I was supposed to say, please be another natural one.
Graham, will a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay.
I got him
So,
on the
as he
run.
comes, just swings wildly with Kieran.
Put down my Kieran.
Let me see. Hang on. I'll do your roll. So this was his roll to hold on to you as he swung back around.
Where am I going?
Well, you're coming this way. So you're gonna go through. So Grim can I'll let you use the reaction to attempt to grab Kieran out of the air.
Don't go
Okay.
That's me.
Just on your athletics check.
Crazy
Athletics.
situation.
Okay, cool.
Just still playing already?
Yeah, just
28.
28. Kieran, as the orc goes and flings you, the pain in his foot, everything, you feel your cape kind of rip and you begin to sail upward through his fingers, just kind of feeling yourself flying before suddenly two familiar, kind of greenish, dark green skin tone hands just reach up and kind of pull you deep into a bear hug as Grimwald Grizzlebrand has caught his friend.
don't
Now
fucking
anyway.
kill Haggerty.
Anyway, opportunity. Sitting stuff.
That's okay, I got the whole thing on tape.
All right, with
Choppers are
that,
getting this. Oh, we don't know what the fuck we're watching here.
Kieran, fastball special.
Don't kill me again.
it is the owlbear's turn.
Owlbear rolls for what the fuck?
So, she is currently working on this guy here with a spear. So she's gonna make her first attack.
Oh no.
Yummy.
Natural 20.
Okay. All right.
Finreal, say when.
Yes, win.
This is Amy.
Oh, I didn't say the wrong one.
Yes, win. Azkaban.
I get excited.
Okay.
Jeez.
Double damage, and they receive a permanent scar across the face.
When I was in the drop, they were talking about earlier. I'm like, how you doing, man?
30, 32 points of damage. He watches that first claw just right across this guy's face. This massive scar being dug into it.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
And cause that
Ricky, you
surgery,
encountered
right.
broken NPC.
Her second attack still is going to hit. Plus 5. Jesus
They
Christ.
just finished the padlock.
You're skipping
No.
the
25 points of damage. He's dead. He's dead. That guy's
She
dead.
went.
Spirit guy is dead. Like, it's just literally she rears up. And you see across the face, his entire stomach just spills out.
Proud of you.
All right, that's her movement.
It's okay. I got it.
Let me see
Finn,
here.
can Finn yell out at her that I'm helping her baby, not hurting her baby? Because,
Okay. On that roll, she's turning her attention to the archers.
okay.
All right.
So I don't know if she heard me earlier.
Already it? Okay. With that, Nathaniel, your turn. What you got, Nathaniel?
Look how they messed with my
I'm
boy.
gonna go to the cup.
What is it?
I'm gonna go to the cup because I see it's locked in the cage, right?
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 or 35.
I've got 30, but I can dash
Yeah, so just,
as a bonus action.
Start blocking.
And then as an action, I'll try to
Yeah.
lock it.
cool.
I'm here to help you. Stop it.
Stop complaining.
Ow, stop it.
It's okay, I'm from the government, I'm here to help.
No nipping.
No nipping.
Dex plus proficiency.
And you got a taste for flesh.
No.
11?
It's just a very complex lock. You're just taking time to get into it.
Oh.
All right. With that, it is the human's turn. Those two there are going to fire their attack at Owlbear. 8's going to miss. 15 will hit her.
Natural ones. Friends to animals.
Natural one.
Everything.
Natural one turns around, kills the orc.
What?
What?
Why'd you flip me off? What'd I do?
Friends to animals.
All right.
And we
So,
do everything else.
with that, back to the top of the order. Sorgren.
If I die here,
Those two seem to be having fun over there, so 5,
Yeah, we're
10,
having a party
15,
over here.
20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna kind of move.
Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
He's got the glove.
Oh, God.
Got the
All right.
gloves.
In his clothes. Natural 20.
Natural 20 will get. Nathaniel, I can't, it's almost, it's.
Why is it frozen?
Literally, you watch this sort of, move out of the way. He sits down, goes, click.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the combination of my luggage.
No, the real thing would have just been move. Opens.
It's not even closed, it's just.
Why lock it? It's an owl bear. What's it going to do?
So,
Open the door?
inside.
Have opposable thumbs?
Okay. Inside, you see a small,
Scientist.
I say, look at the size of like a large terrier. It is semi-conscious. It's just like this. It's, as it breathes out, you hear that whimpering kind of chirping noise. Roll me a either nature or medicine check.
Thank you,
Better
friends.
that here, yep. That is a 14.
14. It looks, DC was 12. It looks like it has some sort of chemical, like they've trained it somehow. It's been kind of like put underneath, maybe like some sort of ether or something like that, just to kind of calm it down.
You give the same drugs. Don't do drug bad.
Does it look like it's been injured at all by them, or
You
just
do
the
see
drugs?
some small bruises, but no actual big physical injuries. No, yeah.
Okay. Then that's all I got.
Okay. Rikara, you're up with Finrio on deck. Where'd it go?
It's 30 feet between them, and this basically.
Turn around. 5, 10, and I mean,
I
yeah.
have the spell size thing right there.
Okay. The question is.
If 30 feet between the orc, the other guy, and 30 feet between them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's 5 feet.
Yeah, the question
I had
is.
to look that until you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think Grim is also within that range.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
George,
That's the-
hit me.
I'm going to step this
I'm gonna take
way.
Oh my God.
line of sight. I'll do fighting spirit, give myself advantage.
Okay.
Just for funsies, use a sand arrow.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll say you can create kind of a dust line here that will keep Grin and the owlbear out of it.
Kind of like hitting that
I
side
want to
house.
use the sand arrow and then hit it with chain lightning
Okay.
through the bow.
To make it a class.
Okay.
Jump from the orc to him,
Yeah.
but I have to hit him first.
Gotcha.
Actually really cool. Have you seen one lightning hit sand? Have you ever seen one lightning hit sand?
19.
Very cool.
Hit.
Formations underneath the sand.
So,
Seen a creeper get hit by lightning.
Well, how about this? Have you ever seen
I've
when
seen
they
a toad
do,
get hit by
like,
lightning.
the
It happens.
copper and
Same
silver
thing
and
that
they clean it off after they
7
take it out?
normal damage plus, and then
Did you ever watch Sweet Home Alabama with
He needs to make
Reese
a,
Witherspoon and her
Oh yeah.
husband / ex-husband?
Yeah,
He does
That's
that.
the stuff he does.
dexterity saving
forces,
throw?
like,
Okay.
sand.
What's the
He
DC?
goes, takes, I don't know why, just
15.
puts them in the sand on the
Is
beach.
it sad that that's
Uh,
for like, I'm like, oh yeah, of course.
He
we
passed.
all have
Half
freezing.
passed.
It's going to jump from him to another
Hey,
one.
in case you anytime.
Failure on the first
Not anytime
human.
you want. Consider.
Failure on the second human.
I haven't watched it in years, so I couldn't tell you any quotes from it.
Yeah, that's the part I remember the most.
6, 4, 7,
Math.
Math.
The worst enemy of all of us.
14 plus. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
We forgive you.
Man,
Six plus 7 is.
6 plus 7 is 13.
13. And then.
He summons paper dolls. Oh shit!
So I was watching Darkness Rising again last night. I get the cat appears. I had an arm. He goes, guys, a hidden door. By the way, for those of you who don't know, if you like Darkness Rising, go watch the movie Dark Dungeons. It was made by the gamers. The same guys who made Darkness Rising made Dark Dungeons.
They have their own page. They also have Humans in Households,
Yep.
which I just watched the 3 episodes.
I was going to watch that later, yeah.
You find a potion on the table.
I drink it. Night. Quill.
Yeah.
I drink it.
I thoroughly
45 fucking damage.
To who?
Yes, it was fun.
Everybody who failed the dex save.
Okay, so the 2 humans,
And then half.
the half-orc made the 6. So he takes half.
He takes half.
They're still all dead. So these 3 are, yeah.
So half orcs dead.
Yeah, they're all dead now. Yeah, it's
Okay.
I tried to convince them to stop, but they decided not to.
all right.
You did whisper sweet nothings in his ear.
So, all that's left is a very pissed off Mama Owlbear. Anything else, Riccara?
That's it.
Fenrio, it is your turn.
Oh no! Shoot her! No, I'm just kidding. We come all this way and we're like, we did it. Wait, did we? Did we do what we came here to do? Let's adopt another pet. Well, I'll be his mother now.
It's time to adopt the pet.
Pick up the baby
Okay.
and
Roll me a strength, either animal handling or strength check.
animal handling.
Okay.
Plus 6.
That's a smaller DC then.
That's gonna be an 11.
It's.
Do I get a bonus for still having speak with animals on?
I will give you a bonus. Yeah, if that's the case, then yes, you will just barely. It'll kind of like you just sort of reach in. It's a big thing.
I request to be picked up.
And
The voice
turn
with its
and show it to Mama and tell her that we mean her and her cub no harm, and like gently lay it down, like so that she can see that we're not doing
Roll
anything to
me
it.
another animal handling check with advantage. Set me a DC.
Why are you in the danger zone
Nat
again?
20,
Natural 20.
26.
No need for me to roll then, because you watch as you're doing this. You turn to see that the thing she is squared up with now is Grim, who is currently holding Karen. And you hear.
If only it was Finnegan, because then you could go, Grim, cast Mage Armor!
As
Let me
you
explain.
as you call out Finrail, you see the owlbear. She stops and turns back. On your natural 20, as you set the cup down, she just looks back at the two of you. You just kind of turn and move away.
Yeah,
run.
that's Ron's fault.
But you see her kind of move over to the cub, and she kind of leans down, gives it like kind of nuzzles it, just kind of still the effects of whatever it is kind of still making it a little bit hazy.
Is it considered like a poison or something?
It is a poison.
I know I have something with the word poison in it.
I have some Tylenol. I don't think it's gonna be good for it though.
Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of, while staring at the mom, reach down kind of gently and then do protection from poison, which is gonna
That'll
give
work,
it
yep.
advantage on saving throws. So, yeah.
That'll work. I'm gonna make you roll that. It's small.
Oh,
enough.
actually, no, it says it
Yeah,
neutralizes
yeah.
it.
With
Yeah.
that, there's kind of as soon as it kind of like stands up. Roll me an animal handling check there, Sorter. Set me a DC.
At least it's wisdom.
Set me a DC.
It's a 15.
15. So
You're so wise.
the owlbear cub has a it's getting a +1 bonus to this modifier. So you don't want it to beat. You do not want it to beat your roll.
Oh my goodness.
Shit! Essentially, yeah. As it, you just get good.
I need a blade and a wrist guard.
Shocking.
With
Really?
that, you take 1 point of damage. Technically, because it's a bite attack, you take 1 plus 2 points of damage. Three. As if this little cub just kind of moves and runs over next to its mother. You watch, she's kind of standing, like moving very particularly next to it. They leave out through that open gate for a moment, stopping to kind of both look at the large open pit. You can get a feeling of like somberness, of sadness for the two of them moving off into the forest woods.
Let's toss them into the pit.
Cool, I walk
Let's
over to
check
the
their pockets
cabin.
first.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I go to the cabin.
Loot away.
It didn't like go through, but it's still kind of. Yeah.
Well,
All right,
it's a
so-
beak. There's probably
Yeah.
bone
No,
right there.
it cut through pretty deep, but it's still there.
Do any of the Calling
good.
Andy, have anything interesting?
Did good, everybody.
Grab the half.
Who is it?
Grab the half orc's wallet.
Yeah.
Nobody in here but us chickens.
¿Cómo estás?
I'll do that.
Grab the half orc's wallet. I'm like, hey Grim, that looks enough like you. That'll get you into the bars. So let me off. Fine, I'm keeping it.
Who's doing the check? Who's rolling for it? Investigation.
Not me.
Mine's plus 5.
All right.
I volunteer Federico.
I was gonna volunteer him.
Yeah, I think
because
Finnegan's
You'll
already
have
doing
advantage
it.
that everybody's kind of
Okay.
getting through it.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to the house.
I just heard a +5. That's far more impressive than what I got.
So, weapons and armor-wise, nothing better than what you guys have. The half-orc
I mean, I'm not wearing armor.
will have a pouch of 500 gold pieces. Each of the humans have 200 gold pieces. The half-orc also has a letter. Letter.
I was gonna say, while they're doing this stuff, I'm going to be going to the pit.
Okay.
2.
The letter is
Actually, no,
requesting
3.
one live owlbear cub to be captured and brought back to Lord Brathers.
Lord Brad.
Why is it always lords that we have
Brothers.
problems with?
Because they're the only
Lords
ones
are
that
the
can
ones
afford
that
those
start
problems, sir.
Lords are always the ones that start shit.
Lord Brathers of the
Does that make me a lord?
noble and good standing
No, you're
of the
just a
island
fucker.
nation of Perth, of the island realm of Perth.
P-E-R-T-H.
P-E-R-T-H.
Are we going to meet Dragon Riders of Perth?
Thank you. I was sitting here going, I recognize Perth for some reason.
It's Perth.
And it was a total of 1,100 gold altogether.
If you, they,
500 and 246.
the amount of gold given literally is its weight in platinum. It says will be the payment for this living owlbear cub.
Cool.
Did-
Chunky boy.
Hey, how much did that cub weigh when you grabbed it?
How much did the cub weigh when I grabbed it? More than you.
Probably about
It's not hard.
30, 40 pounds.
Approximately you.
It's not working.
They were going to get paid 40 platinum. They were
What
about
you do? I'm carrying its weight in platinum and then some on me person.
I'm carrying Grim's weight in platinum.
And I'm pretty
I
happy
mean,
boy.
wait, what?
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 Nice.
What?
Dexterity.
I raided Gravix's office.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been holding on.
Oh, so anyway, I go into the hunting lodge.
Okay.
Just let
Yeah.
them do that.
Doors open.
Oh hey, it's a nice little room.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh,
So
no.
when you step in, it's a large, open, kind of like combination of living room. There's a kitchen, dining area. There is a staircase leading up to the second floor. These are just their personal bedrooms. There is a trophy area down here at the bottom.
19, because I have no bonuses.
On a 19, you will find a room containing several like bear traps, live well traps, and there is a small barrel, probably about this, so hold about, in liquid terms, probably about 5 gallons. It's about 15, 20 pounds of. Do you read Dwarvish?
I read everything.
He has the eyes.
Dwarven blasting powder.
Everybody gets on it.
This is not the same as gunpowder. This is dwarven blasting. This is more magnesium based.
Bag of holding?
Yeah, it's just
And
yeah.
no one came in with me, so it goes. Cool.
In the kitchen area, you will find plenty of like fresh rations, fresh meats. A lot of it has been salted and cured, where it can last a good long time. You've got enough rations out to last you. You could probably go from here to the other side of the Wildweird and still be fine. The trophy room consists of many different like taxidermy animals in this local area. This was a hunting lodge. Roll me an insight check with proficiency because of your background, so to speak. 11. You know that at least in your home, these kind of hunters would have to have some sort of documentation.
Mm-hmm.
And as your home is a member in good standing of the 5 realms, you would think that the local laws would be the same. You find no documentation. You're pretty sure these guys are poachers.
I figured that from the way they were being treated. How many bear traps did you say?
There were 4 bear traps. Did you know it is called a bear trap not because it was made to trap bears, but it was invented by a man with the last name Bear?
Yeah, that is correct.
Just like, what was the first reason that stilettos were invented?
Defensive.
The heels or the daggers?
German chocolate cake was invented by.
It was invented by butchers so they wouldn't get blood on their
Yep.
shoes and track it everywhere.
Yeah.
Stiletto heels.
Okay, I was about to say that still doesn't answer my
Yeah,
question.
I was like, you mean the blade of the shoe?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
both-
literally what I
I
said.
thought the shoe was
And the
invented
answer
with
provided
the
no
word
insight.
No, the heel was invented for cavalry.
Okay.
Stiletto with it being longer is for butchers.
Yeah, because the floor here is clean, so keep you from tracking.
Yeah, good.
Makes sense.
Could I go into the book?
Yeah.
I want to look for all of their kind of poaching materials.
Okay, you'll find
The
yeah,
bear traps.
you'll find nets. You'll find the more. You see him. What are you doing with the bear traps? Are you collecting them or?
I'm grabbing the 40.
Yeah, you see him picking up 4 like they're small like fur trap and live traps.
I'm curious. I give him a curious look as at him grabbing. the-
We're about to be going to a place where we're going to be going down. Might as well put traps behind us.
I just like I don't say.
That's only
But
gonna
I-
work so
I
much.
kind of start gathering all their like
Uh,
obviously like these are poachers things.
There is still the top
Well, spells fail, we go bear traps.
Just everywhere.
Okay, so when you go to the
We
top
know who
floor,
we're trying to
I see
you see
people around
the
here
3 small rooms obviously for the
stopping
humans,
spells and
nothing really much in
dispelling
there.
and all that.
You'll find
So
enough
if
like
you have a spell for it, when someone goes,
salvageable
"Poop, no spell,"
materials
they
to
still have to deal
just
with the real
like
traps.
camping equipment, that kind of stuff. When you find a larger room though, this is very obviously
I would
half
rather there be
hanging from the
2
like
or 3 walls between
posts
us
of
and
just
them.
rough
about the
uniform
drugs,
post
that's
to
what I was
bed
like,
is
I have
a
shit ton of bricks.
leather belt with a holster in it. Is this you see it's like a long thin hunting knife with a strange bone handle.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Maybe better. Just 19.
19. Okay. The bone of this handle is something you've never seen before, but on that Arcana, you recognize it. It's a Faeterra. It is a type of elk-like creature that lives specifically in the Feywild. It's very rare. It has some magical property to it. And as you take the blade out and look along it, essentially this, if you're trying to harvest any parts from an animal, you make the roll for that survival check with advantage. It's called the skinning. It's called the hunter's skinning blade.
Okay. Hard. I'll kind of grab that and like put it around myself. But I basically want to like gather their materials and like make my way.
Yeah.
And just like if it's useless or anything, I'm just gonna toss it
Gotcha.
into the pit with the poachers.
Okay.
And see about trying to get like some wood off of the.
Yeah, there's still like piles of
Yeah.
scrap from where they were building the palisade wall and the lodge house.
I basically want to make like a sign and like put it over the pit.
Okay.
So that like anyone comes over and it says like
Dust to poach.
fuck poachers.
Okay.
Is it become common knowledge that these are poachers now?
Yeah, from what he found, kind of what you're all putting together, if you want to tell them, Nathaniel, you can let them know you're
Certainly not working for the
I would have
Faeterra Health
assumed that
and
they
Animal
knew these were
Society.
If they're in
poachers.
the house, can I start firebolting the house?
Yeah, sure.
This ain't damn Peter.
It's still a...
Actually, that
It's,
seems right
no,
in
well,
line
I'd like
with
to
PETA.
point out this is a legal hunting lodge.
Illegal. you said.
No, it is legal. The hunting
Hey,
lodge.
Hunting lodge is legal.
Hunting
I think,
okay,
was it?
poaching bad.
This place is supposed to be
Hunting
here.
lodge is okay.
This is
The
supposed to be
bastards
They
on
they
the
built
other
this
hand-
place. Like, they've kind of
Yeah,
built
but we
this
can
place.
let the nearest place know that,
That's
hey,
fair.
there's a
That's true.
open hunting
That's true.
lodge
Or
that
some sort
already
of
has
dwelling-
barricades up.
Wooden dwelling. That's fair.
I still make my sign.
Yeah.
Quick, fuck, and
Someone
and then
who's
I'll,
good with
I'll
paperwork.
go. I'll
Let's
go
draw
to
up
Finnegan with
a
the
thing of ownership so we
the
can
dagger.
rent out
Okay.
this hunting lodge.
We own this hunting lodge now.
We got a summer retreat
Lay our
every day,
claim.
and that's our waste area
Alright.
where the poachers are. And I'll go to Finnegan
It's
with
like
the
a
dagger.
large kind of Bowie knife.
and
So
show
this
it to
is
them.
now our latrine.
For exact like
It is a +2/+2
Ah.
dagger. +2/+2 dagger.
okay, but just for exact Arcana
The
identification on it.
okay.
So
It was what you said. The elk
Yeah.
horn thing.
Faeterra. +2/+2, and then any attempt made for like survival to remove materials from an animal will have advantage. What time?
Yeah, it's that.
What time is it?
7:43.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, do you need
you're living in the future, man.
That's fine.
Always. So
So that's literally that's pretty much all you find in this. It is you basically you just stumble across a poaching lodge. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Just gonna take it off of that belt, toss that belt in with the things, and see about adding it to mine.
the belt falls on a squirrel. There's a bolt of stone giant strength that runs off, begins killing things. No.
I'm sure that won't be a problem at all. Not to worry about.
Just the unkillable squirrel from Magic.
Oh,
Toski?
yeah, Toski, the bearer of
You just-
secrets. Yeah.
I just made the BB
All right.
So we
Squeakers.
carry on now?
Squeak, squeaker,
Right.
squeak, squeaking.
So,
It's Chattervane.
Carry on?
Yep.
with that,
I'm
We
ready.
will thank the party for doing this. I know it was out of the way, but
It's okay.
Mother cub, you got me.
If we can't take time out of our day to do something like this, why are we even doing anything?
Money?
Shut the fuck up.
he does come as an animal, by the way, for the.
I will make my new pouch out of mine.
The taxidermist blade. That's what it's called. Okay. With that, the taxidermist blade. With that, you easily find your way back to the main road. Begin moving toward Kvathir once
There's
more.
nice grim sides, just plowed.
Yeah, essentially.
Yep. Nice little
Cool.
trench just through the snow.
Alright. So, you travel for about maybe at most another hour before you come to a fork in the road. You shut up.
There's a fork.
Perhaps it's magical.
Come back.
Identify it.
You
I
knew
love
what
that.
you did. Put on the glasses.
Okay, anyone who wants to be a dungeon master, a game master, get ready for this. There are several phrases that you as a DM will have to say as you're telling your story. One of which is, as you're making your way, and then to which you often get, make your way! Which, by the way, my guys were that long before Critical Role was. Another famous one is you come to a fork in the road, which...
I'll pick it up.
I've also, there's another one I do where it's night falls, I help him up. Day breaks, he's careless. That kind of stuff. Just get used to it, it's going to happen. So,
When he comes, I give it a towel.
yeah.
I have not heard that one. I'll grab a broom.
You come to a place where the road breaks into two.
Divide!
It's divided.
I pick it up.
No. So, there's a sign here. One pointing to your left, it says South Kvathir. The one to the right says North Kvathir, as well as Grip Hook Mine.
Oh.
that's where we're going.
Well,
We're need to go north, right?
Yeah, north.
yeah. Further north.
Does anyone else hear that?
That
Yes, I
light
thought it
ringing,
was
yes,
light
it
year.
drives me nuts.
I think it's going to come over this way.
It's coming from this way.
It's coming
Wait,
from
no,
outs-
I can only
it's
hear
coming
from
from
my ear, it
outside
may
the
not
room.
be.
I failed my perception check.
What it kind of sounds like is the
This thing.
The vacuum?
Vacuum.
Yeah, the
Okay.
vacuum.
Okay.
It sounds like
not
it's
the
coming from
vacuum,
that
it's
way.
the sander
It's probably something, yeah, it's just some
that
high
they
pitched.
polish
Okay.
the dice with.
That might be what I'm hearing. Okay.
So
So,
sorry. I'm all better.
oh god.
That's like he's a robot.
Yeah. So, again, you have the North Kvathir with Grip Hook Mines pointing to the your right, and then it shows South Kvathir to the left.
Map says.
It just shows Kvathir.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I thought
also
we were going to the.
we also heard something about dealing with mines. I mean, I
You
can
do remember that the way into the path is through the grip hook mines.
so we go through the mines. We go to the mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
We go to the mines of Faeterra.
And they call it a mine. A mine! Cannot wait for Rings of Power. So,
Because
with-
I remember that's sort of what I'm built for, Ben can scout ahead of the party to keep an eye out for things
Okay.
in case there's anything lying in wait ahead of us.
All right.
Could I join you?
Yeah. If you can keep up.
During this walk,
Oh.
I let these two know what I found.
There's that sauce.
Johnny, about the illegal.
No, about the blasting powder.
He informs you he found about 15, 20 pounds of Dwarven blasting powder,
Oh.
which is different than gunpowder.
I've always wanted
Which,
to know
by the
about
way, it's only
explosion.
him and him, I tell.
Only the adults. Shame on you.
By the way, did you
Adults.
tell?
I told the
Baron
fireball.
and the Baron, the Lord Brothers.
I told
of
the
Perth?
fireball in the
Yeah,
paper.
sure.
Okay. So Nathaniel, he does mention Lord Brothers of Perth. Roll me a history check.
Yep. And the God is my
Bratherskite.
Brothers from school.
16.
You're pretty sure this is Lord Adrian Brothers, a very almost narcissistic individual that loves to put on very large exotic parties and different things. He has been fined several times in the past for having exotic pets and animals within the island nation of Perth that were not claimed or paid, paid the taxes on. You know very well who this man is, Lord Adrian Brothers.
Oh, he's just.
I worked for him at one point, probably.
I would have more, but that bitch Harold Baskin he's keeping me from having my fucking diet.
Still
So,
yet to watch that.
Finreal
I have not
and
watched it
Kieran,
I haven't watched season 2.
perception checks, please.
Who? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ones who are scouting ahead.
You said perception?
Perception.
18.
Do I get it? Well, it doesn't matter. I guess not. 8.
8. All right.
We're in my
Oh,
terrain.
is this based off hearing or smelling?
Sight.
Fuse.
Donnie drugs, powder. So
Fuck, Donnie don't see shit.
smoke.
You can roll percent if you want.
And they go boom.
Do I get a bonus for this being favorite terrain?
You do actually. Yeah.
Or survival? If I have advantage, then perception is an 18.
Okay. So the two of you, as you kind of move through the
Well,
timbers and come out of the timber line,
18 great.
you see in front of you it is a large town, almost city size, but it sits again on the edge of a cliff. You see a river coming through, a large waterfall into this giant lake underneath it. There are several buildings on the top part of the mesa that forms by this cliff face. They look more mercantile, like you see large like maybe a factory, some sort of. Then you see on the lower part, these are more like residential type buildings. There are several thick black plumes of smoke rising from some of the buildings on the north part, because you both made the DC by 18. You see something large and shiny moving through the buildings.
You see that?
Yes, what is that?
I don't know. What is that?
This distance of 19 you cannot tell. You see large, shiny, metallic gleaming, I'll say that.
Get a little closer.
Okay, so as the two of you,
I'm on the back of Donnie.
so that,
Otherwise, I'm not keeping up.
the two of you are moving closer. What are the five of you doing?
I'm Kai, I have little legs.
Just they're ahead. We're just
We're
moseying
still
along
walking.
at a steady pace, I
I'll be
suppose.
try to keep in contact with him and see what they're saying.
right
Okay. All right, so with that, it's still about a mile and a half or so to the edge of where the city begins. That's not a walled city. You do see a few kind of like guard post areas. No guards are there, and as you're moving past them, you see that a lot of these buildings are kind of damaged. the black smoke is coming from several of these others that are small crackling with fire. A large stone and wood, water mill, kind of off to the side. Roll me another perception check, both of you.
Was this a dragon stalking the alleyways?
Here. It's gonna be.
Nine.
I hate math. 19.
19.
No,
No,
what did you
19.
actually roll?
Oh, and Donnie. Natural 20 for Donnie.
For Donnie. You can roll for Sev.
Don't forget poor Sev.
What is
He's had nothing to do because you forgot him earlier.
Going to deadbeat. Says just off to the corner.
What languages do
Damn it,
the
I'm
two of
fucking
you speak?
shit.
Would you like the whole list right now?
I'll ask this. Is Dwarvish on there? Okay. So, do you speak Dwarvish?
I can say tomato.
Okay.
Tomato.
I can say
I can say it in Dwarvish, I can't say it in common. Tomato.
It's a tomato.
Well, I would like a tomato.
Several things will happen at once. Donnie is going to alert you and begin to push Sev and Finral out of the way, and you're going to follow. Just as you hear in Dwarvish this mechanical, loud, booming voice say, "Targets detected," and this giant. You watch as this large, scythe-like appendage just slams through the building that was right in front of you. As this giant 20, 25 foot tall, gleaming metal thing just comes stomping out. As you realize,
It's the Iron Giant.
oh no, my friend, he's not Superman.
Oh god.
Done there, comrades.
What the goddamn? I fought that thing in Skyrim. It was scary.
I sat on top of a pillar and just shot arrows at it till it died.
I'm hiding. I'm
You can do me. I
So,
can Dwarvish.
over the range, you guys hear Finral. Shit, 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 shit.
In Dwarvish.
It's in Elvish, I'm panicked.
Okay, good.
All right.
We can
With
still
that,
understand.
I can understand Elvish.
I don't know what that means.
You've heard me say that.
How far
enough.
behind was the rest of the group?
You guys broke the timber line as soon as you heard shit, 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 shit. And from this vantage, because it's not trying, it's now basically in hunter kill mode. You see this thing gleaming, just slamming down on an old building. So we'll take a break there for the evening. It's a Gundam. We'll come back for a fight. Don't go nowhere, folks. We're going to step away, use the restroom. That's fair. Use the restrooms, put your legs in some food. We'll be right back, and we'll take questions and have discussions. Yeah.
Yours bags
Shall we turn?
plus sign, right?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yay.
It should, if I have one, it's in that open front flap. If it's not, then I believe I have one in the lock.
This one?
Yeah. Is there one in there?
I don't see one.
Okay,
I
then I'll
can,
probably
I can
move
just
it.
grab one from the store.
North was fighting, south was exposition for the fight.
I don't know if I posted this to the group.
What?
I'm sure you get a kick out
Which one?
You don't get to see.
I feel like I've seen one similar to that.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes, please. Yes.
I gotta set up for very brief.
Yep.
Did you find one?
14 ounces of coffee.
Okay. I've got the best answer ever. We just
Two.
walk off around it.
Well, it's already going after.
No, I'll fight this thing.
I can dash 70 feet a turn. 5.
Yeah. The answer is
42.
run and pop.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
The
problem doesn't
is
bleed!
It doesn't bleed.
Not blood.
It bleeds oil and grease.
Are you
I don't know
sure?
how machines work.
Oh my
Okay.
god, throw the powder on it.
Let's blow it up. I have a plan. It's 5 gallon barrels. 5
You
gallon.
hand the 5-gallon.
Yes!
He's doing it now. You hand the 5-gallon bucket to Grim. Grim throws it in the air. We yell, pull! And Finnegan goes, poof.
Jeff and I were talking. I'm like, we need to have like combo moves, like in the.
We came up
like,
with some.
Like,
by the way,
like when in
that
the
whole-
Avengers, whenever like Iron Man
the
shoots
thing
at
won't
it,
work because
the Cap's shield and it like reflects and everything. We need to have moves like that.
Look, the only thing I'm good
Like-
for is running away.
Yeah, like I'm saying,
Because he
like,
said
like
to
you can
do,
shoot a
like-
fireball at Nathaniel, and that's it.
The flaming rat.
That's my combo move.
What's up?
Hello.
Where'd you get?
In there.
Yes,
What is it? Someone's birthday?
yes.
James is in
My
his ankles.
phone.
I'm glad he knew exactly what it was.
He hurt.
All right.
I didn't kill it.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
All right. So, hello everyone. Let's see what we got going on. Questions.
You have to manually
Oh,
log in
yeah, yeah.
yourself, but I am logged out.
Perfect.
So.
All right. I'll have to getting me one of these.
So, let's see.
Nothing on YouTube at the moment.
Nothing on YouTube or the Twitch.
I do suggest yes, he's doing it. He's doing it now. I have him logging in on my laptop. That's mechanical reason.
Oh.
Oh, no wonder I misspelled it.
Ray-Ban.
I hate the
That's
fact
so
that it's
random.
you have to put a long password. So I already just chose the beginning of a thing of a song. Oh, I spelled that word too.
Mechanical Raven is the only blue.
I went ahead and pulled it up and set it there for you.
Oh Jesus, I have to sign into my frickin' Gmail account now to get the code. How long have you guys been playing together? All of us, like including you two, a few months.
Yeah, I joined. Have I been here 2 months now?
I think it's almost 3.
Yeah, you've definitely been here longer than
Let's see.
2 months.
Time is.
The GM and I have been playing together for 8
Oh God, yeah.
this years. And the rest of the group I technically started. Oh, I had Jeff as a GM about the same time y'all started y'all's game. Then I joined when the stream started. And Seth, I have known for longer than anybody in this room, and didn't even move at first. Because he and I worked in the kitchen together, and we just didn't really recognize each other.
Folks on TikTok, we're about to go for a ride. Hang on a second.
Okay. Do what?
Going on a ride.
Yep, need to get something
I
from
got
my email. Hang on.
Nice.
No, you can just use mine.
Single
Well, no, I have to get the
It's a joke.
yeah, have to get the number.
We'll get it, girl.
Come on, come on.
I look so large next
Yes,
to
it's
this
me.
little coffee.
Okay.
That's because you are alive.
Welcome back, folks.
I know it's coming.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Make sure I haven't nudged it off too bad. Yeah, I'll fix it.
It's wildly up on the roof.
Actually, Seth, would you mind stepping on there, kind of adjusting it a little bit?
Which one?
Okay.
Phone.
So,
Which one am I adjusting?
Phone.
The oh, okay. Am I moving it to the right?
Right now it is on buffer.
on buffer.
Buffer.
Yeah.
I hardly know her. I don't need your pity laughs. You laugh genuinely.
That's why I
No,
can't
they're
get it.
genuinely at you.
How do I do the mods? Is it / moderator, or how does that?
You know the answer, I don't.
Sure. What?
How do we give mod permission?
Oh, yes. You should be able to.
I'm old technology smart, not newfangled social media.
Who
type
suggested
stuff.
Hotel Artemis to us?
Me.
Was you?
Like I said, because you never think about it. What happens to the bad guys when they're hurt but they don't die?
Yeah,
And that's
well, the thing is,
Yeah.
I remember really liking the premise
Space.
and actually enjoying most of the movie. But whenever I saw it, it was we were coming home from somewhere and they're like, we want to go see a movie, and it was and I did not want to go to the movies because it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like,
And it made you go.
I was like, I want to go home,
And
guys.
there's also
And so we stopped anyway at 10 o'clock at night. It's an hour and a half movie, and I fell asleep like in the last 15 minutes. So I haven't seen the ending.
and let's not forget Batista.
It's apparently
Do
stuck
you
like
see this?
She will need to say
Says I am
something
an
so that we can see
healthcare
if it,
professional.
Hey Raven, say something, please. All right. Now, what's it showing on TikTok?
You said it's buffering.
Okay, I know what that is. Hang on, folks. Sorry, folks. We're trying to do 30 million things at once.
All come together soon. Everybody come with cookies. How did you enjoy it?
I couldn't quite get into the Venom thing.
Resume.
That's understandable. That's fine.
There we go. Welcome back, folks.
That's what
it is
I
a
was
bloop with an L,
on.
right?
Harley Quinn
Bloop,
was
yes.
all over the place.
Well, I may have put boot.
And got to in the back and I was like, what comes next? It stopped.
All right, folks. Here we're back. We're back. Sorry about all that. Having to do tech things. We're in our breaks, so it's okay.
It's okay, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way.
Speaking of combos, one of the most terrifying and greatest combos in comics, in my opinion.
Let me see.
When Red Hawk
yeah,
became
Red
a
Hawk.
Ghost Rider while
There we go.
a symbiote.
Somebody.
Wait,
Sony Pictures
Red
trademark.
Hulk had the symbiote and became Ghost Rider.
Okay. Yes, that was how they broke down the wall that
Comics are
Mephisto
silly.
had put up.
Okay, that should.
And he
have
also,
done it. It's not.
I can't remember which one of the
I can go
demons they
here.
were working with.
Double check.
He also had the demonic power as well. Hence, why he looks like that.
Okay, yes, so we're going to remove.
Yeah, boy,
Generator
it looks
from
like the
the-
most bad thing and badass thing in existence.
Which Ghost Rider is?
Yes.
Look, the Red Hulk quote is, "We am smash for vengeance."
Okay, I think it's unlocked.
We am smash for vengeance.
How is everyone?
No more profound words were ever spoken.
Yeah.
Which I'm sad we never got Red Hulk either, because of all the other stuff with the.
Okay.
There we go.
I know y'all kind of
All right,
discussed
so
that
now Raven and I
last
put-
week.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which I mean, and it's still.
I mean,
the
he's
thing
been
is-
he's been there the entire time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wonder what they'll do now since, I mean, they have a Thunderbolts movie coming out, and William Hurt has passed away. So, like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, like, they have to probably recast
All right.
Thunderbolt Ross.
So, by the way, folks, if you don't want to have to turn
Well,
your
they
TikTok
just started
sideways,
She-Hulk.
we have
It might have
YouTube,
been
we have
She-Hulk.
Twitch going. So, all good. Any questions on
There's
the
ways
chat
they
over there
can do it,
from
it's just-
On the
You gotta be
chat,
careful.
on the two platforms?
how long have you guys been playing together? There's one.
No,
Yeah, we
fine,
kind of went over that a second ago.
But yeah, that's really it.
Okay.
There we go, so you can verify. I have it logged out of
Thank
your
you. I
account.
appreciate it.
But you also wonder, like,
Oh.
I just wonder if they do go that route. You know what would be some weird, like, meta shit is if they recast him with Sam Elliott, considering Sam Elliott played Thunderbolt Ross in the 2003 Ingley Hulk,
Yeah.
Nice.
which he was amazing in that.
I like
That was amazing casting. So, yeah, I wonder, like,
And I will admit, I haven't watched The Sandman or the She-Hulk one yet because Shogun and I had watched either of those.
yeah.
So I'm waiting to see y'all's reaction to the end credit scene.
Well, we'll be
The
happy.
She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do have that. Like I said, yeah, we'll post the reaction for episode 4 of the Sandman because that's what we've or episode. Yeah, episode 4.
And episode 4 is the one we just
but-
watched, so I can now go watch all y'all's
Yeah,
reactions.
but from then on we won't have any, and we'll probably. I think we'll probably try to do some sort of video, just once that we watch all of those, which I know if we still want to plan times for you to come over and watch it, or unless you want to use my logins, because it's up to you.
Either one's fine.
Okay.
You got back and home, folks.
In the hallway, I got my cupcake. I started to unwrap it. I did this. Mechanics is wrong.
I'm so hyped for House of
You're trying to be a video game character who just shoves food to the mouth.
Cautiously hyped or totally hyped? Cautiously hyped or totally hyped?
I'm totally hyped. The thing for House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Listen, like, I have my problems with the last seasons of Game of Thrones.
We all do.
But I still like a lot of it. Like, Game of Thrones is still one of my favorite shows. Like, where it fell off at the end is nowhere negates those beginning seasons.
Right.
Season 4, I think, is a perfect season of television. I still get chills from it. And even in the bad parts of the last seasons, you cannot tell me that cinematography, the music, the acting with what they were given was amazing. And so now with new showrunners,
Hashtag Tyrion should have been king.
The problem I found,
what the goddamn, why are they
most people, I guess, with the last season was the fact that storytelling wise, there was no real build up. It was, I guess the best way to put it is like, it almost felt like How I Met Your Mother's last season. You know, everything was trying to be forced in that last thing without actual.
Yeah, it's very clearly
progression.
It's very clearly rushed, and it especially sucks because D&D were rushing it because they were contracted to start making Star Wars projects, and then those got canceled anyway.
Yep.
So ultimately, that sucks.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm excited for House of the Dragon. I'm curious about this apparent snow spinoff we're supposed to be getting. That could be interesting. I don't know if George R.R. Martin has any specific stories for that, or if they're kind of winging that. It depends. But this is being run by people who want to do it, whereas D&D obviously at the end of it didn't want to do it. So I'm excited, and there's fantastic actors. I'm excited to get into that world, and I'm curious. This is what I'm curious about. What is this opening going to be? Because Game of Thrones still has the best opening music to any show. I don't think it, that dun 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 dun. It is still so epic and perfect.
For those of you who are South Park fans, wiener, 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 dog.
Yeah, so if it could have a really great opening, that'll be really cool to see. I mean, Matt Smith, Olivia Cook, a lot of great actors in this.
And then not very far off, we have the Rings of Power.
Yes, which I'm also very excited about because I really don't even know what the actual story.
Yeah,
I know the setting, but I don't what is the plot of the show.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, did y'all see the announcement that it's not going to be just Commander decks? We are getting a Lord of the Rings set in Magic the Gathering.
I have seen some.
Yep, it is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I have seen that.
Yeah, I was seeing something from the Lord of the Rings facts guy on TikTok.
What I'm hoping is that they take already established Magic cards, rename, kind of like the whole renaming thing, but then they also give us actual, like Gandalf, Frodo, all that stuff.
Do you follow the?
I love, yes.
Yeah, I think he did a video showing some of the art. It's really cool. But yeah, I'm excited for Rings of Power.
Yeah. So, any questions for us, folks? We're just sitting here talking about various nerd things, is what we do.
And if you like that, listen to Fleet
Street Geeks.
And on the counter, bouncing back to House of Dragons, former Doctor might get a card for Magic.
Oh yeah,
because we get a whole. That's just going to be Commander decks, right? Not a set of. Because I swear to God, if we get a whole story with Daleks and shit, that's going to go so off the rails. Oh God, Phyrexian Daleks.
Oh. Speaking of, we're going back to New Phyrexia.
Angry Kitty.
From Magic the Gathering.
Angry Kitty Sleeper Agent.
This will be probably be the end of the Phyrexian cycles. We will either deal with them or they will be stuck to their plane.
That's the way they said. From what I saw, it's the normal 3-part story, and then there's I can't remember what the name of it, but they said it's basically the aftermath
This is
story.
really long. It's
set.
got posted either on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah.
Twitch,
It's on Twitch.
Raven said that most nights I should be able to stay until third hour, but I doubt I'll usually be able to stay the full time because the session is at 11 p.m.
Perfect.
and
Yeah.
gotta get up early.
Darn America and our time zones.
Everybody has.
I thought you were about to say our education system. I was going to say yeah.
Or I thought you were gonna just say anything.
That's fair.
Damn America.
America and its answer here.
I would really love an animated MTG series.
They were supposed to be doing one for a while.
Yeah.
Something happened and just fell through.
Just like the MMO for
Cody,
Magic
no.
that they had, and then it just kind of
Yeah.
died off because
Feedback.
feedback.
Cody, no, we're not done playing. We're going to pick up here in about 5-10 minutes. Hambo, no, we are not done. We are talking about Doctor Who. There's going to be a Doctor Who Magic the Gathering card set.
Commanders. Super
The
excited.
main commander I remember seeing is going to be Fourth Doctor.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. I
That's the
will.
Doctor I
don't
saw.
know.
I'm going to predict
Scarf.
the name of Elish Norn's card. She's going to be Elish
That's
Norn, Mother of
classic too. I'm new
Machines.
to.
That
Because
was,
she is the
that's
official
Dr.
queen
Fourth.
of New Phyrexia. And Yawgmoth and Karn were the fathers, so I'm going to say her. She's going to be Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. That is my prediction for her name.
Did you see who all's gonna be at Pensacon this year?
At who?
At Pensacon, no, this coming year,
I
next
thought
year.
you said pencil.
It's like six
What?
doctors and companions. There's 4
Sorry,
doctors, I think.
Where's Pentagon?
Pensacola, Florida.
Nope. I'm not
Who is
saying
it?
anything about that on
6
stream.
different doctors and companions.
Oh, wow.
It moved. I can finally go back.
The only new doctor is Eccleston, and the other ones are classic.
It's just something I'm not
Fantastic.
going to explain on stream. That is not a can of worms I want to open.
I'll look at
I think he actually understood what I'm talking about, and that's about all I need.
There you go. Fine.
Oh, I'll tell y'all after this thing's
I
over.
didn't want to do anything.
Inside check. 4.
Good.
He's never spoken more truth.
I mean, also I love the new
Nat
Steve
20
that
for
episode.
deception.
I'm so
Why are
excited
you lying?
Yes.
to see what
This
we
is
end up doing.
persuasion.
Persuade.
Don't.
It doesn't matter. It's a nat 20. It's just
Have you
telling
watched
you
our
to fuck off with this.
I've not watched those.
Yeah.
I'm basically, you were the guys I listen to when I'm driving during for work, so I just throw all y'all stuff on and just kind of shotgun the entire thing.
Well, our episode, now that we're having like the beginning of the episodes being just nerd talk, and
Yeah.
then the second half being about the movie, they're gonna. Some of them, these are gonna get some length to them. This
Okay.
one's like
Yeah.
over 2 hours,
Oh, yeah.
so which I like. I like it. Just keeps us able to talk about more things.
So this is kind of funny. One of the, I didn't have a large enough base for this miniature, but one of the lion drakes that came out of my Fizzbands box, its head and tail were missing. So I just broke the miniature off the base. And so that's on the bottom of
That
it.
must have been one of the ones you didn't pull on your TikToks, huh?
No, I didn't. That one was, that was not. Yeah, I just use the base for this.
Base.
I have to watch the Sandman stuff. Like I started watching it last night, but I fell asleep.
It's good stuff.
It's, hey,
I know absolutely nothing.
Fuck it, we're going to hell.
Yeah. It's been fun going through it.
This is one of the few things I've seen where I think it has done the graphic novel so much justice. I enjoyed watching it with the next season. I thought Dream was well cast. I thought Death was well cast. Freaking Fiddler's Green got me, man.
So now I know they haven't. Netflix hasn't greenlit a second season.
They haven't?
Nope. And a lot of people are like, are they like? Because it's been successful.
Yeah.
It's still like #1 in streaming.
'Cause it's-
But Netflix has not officially been like, yes, we have a second season coming. So I know some people are like, if they decide not to do it, will like another streaming pick it up, which is possible.
Because I know
It's
that
happened
like
plenty
they
of times
haven't
in
like
the
they've
past.
still like they haven't touched on a lot of things within that run he did they?
I don't know. We've only watched the first 5.
Okay,
But I just know that
Did you read the graphic novel?
he has. I haven't.
I haven't. It was a long.
That's
ass
Well,
time
I'm going to
ago.
say this because I have
It's high
someone
school,
who
so
is
last year.
obsessed with Sandman watching it with me. Did y'all notice it's
It's not technically an Easter egg, but it's a subtle notice in the episode where he finally, collects the sand.
Yeah.
In the drink. Did you notice the Easter egg thing in it? Well, it's not technically an Easter egg. It's meant to be like a very subtle thing.
The Easter Bunny was there? No.
In the so you know the dream scene I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
He gets the sand.
When he's still encased and he.
No. I'm talking about
where he goes. Oh, okay.
Constantine.
Okay.
When he and Constantine collect the sand, the dream sequence there.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to,
I'd have to
go
watch
back
it again.
and watch the hand. The hand has black nail polish. Which means that it's not her, it's...
Right, the poison. The poison.
Goose goes.
He called him a family favor.
Yeah. For I'm trying because I don't really want to spoil, but like the whole watch for this key moment.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a show that if you go back to watch after knowing things, you pick up on certain aspects.
Or if you read the graphic novel and then watch it, it's like, oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, but I definitely enjoyed the show.
Yeah,
it's really great.
Definitely so far so good on that show.
And
Shoot the fucking
She-Hulk did great.
Shoot the fucking bird.
So, we got a few
and then he
minutes
shot
left.
the fucking bird.
Yeah, that was the point. Like, okay, that's because I think in the comic it never said it was his son. It was always just the old man. But I guess they kind of carried over the. So I was trying to remember, like it's just one of those. It might have just been an artistic license type thing.
I'll probably go back and read it after the season's over.
Yeah.
So, but
It is one of my.
If you don't have it, I can probably dig it out.
I know I have the first one.
And I do like the fact that they.
Shelley has all of them.
I understand why they did it, because originally in Hell in the comic there are 3 as a triumvirate, but the other 2 look so creepy. Like they don't look anything humanoid. I'm like, okay, yeah, your CGI budget would be blown on those 2 guys. So you just have Lucifer Morningstar. That's which I love the actress they has Lucifer. She was great.
Oh yeah, I went on.
And I will say one of the things Shelby talked to me about is like she said, reading the comics, I thought some of that was graphic, but then watching, what the protection stone does is so much worse.
I was amazed they got him to be the son.
That
was a great
David Thewlis.
Yes.
Which
he plays creepy so well.
I saw that there's like a fan film called The Sandman 24-Hour Diner,
really?
Where someone did a fan film of just that sequence. Apparently Neil Gaiman's seen it and loves it.
Oh,
so
wow.
I need to go look that up.
Mm-hmm. Special Fleet Street episode.
All right. So, any final questions for us before we get back into the game, folks?
Nothing on TikTok.
Nothing on TikTok. I'm not seeing anything on the OBS either.
All right. Well, let's before we get back in again. Thank all you guys for joining us this evening. Southern D&D here on the various platforms. Just a reminder, I have a Patreon now. There are 3 tiers, and I'm about to start adding more and more rewards to different tiers. Currently, right now, it's the enter to for the raffle to win a large painted miniature. Something else. So I have the Patreon. I'm here on Twitch, on YouTube. Please comment, subscribe, like, share, whatever it is you do on those various platforms. Also, we have the Fleet Street Geeks with us. Their podcast will be out this Tuesday, correct?
Yep.
Mine comes out tomorrow, Playing with Advantage. I still go back and listen to some of your older guys' stuff. Y'all's review of the Gamers Darkness Rising, it makes me smile because when you do the whole, he doesn't have a name. So, Dungeon Master. I don't know his first name. Jeff goes, I know his first name. He has a first name.
His first name? That's impossible.
In my defense, it's not my fault I didn't know your first name for several months.
That's fair. I mean,
they only called you by your last name.
Yeah.
I went back and I think it was the first episode that we started streaming this, and where I was playing Bravendil, and he was trying to play coy, and he was talking to Montel, and I was calling him Michael, and I think everyone was like, oh, he's just calling him by his name. I'm like, No, Robindale's messing up Montel's name and calling him Michael, and Seth forgot that your name was Michael. Like, me doing that, and everyone, and you were just like, yes. I was just like, wait, huh? What's happening? Like, I Uno reversed myself of my brain. Robin, like the meta-ness of that moment.
Raven says, have a good rest of your night, y'all.
Good night, Raven.
Bye, Raven.
Don't tell me what to do.
So,
Also, thank you.
with that, a quick round of introductions one more time as we're about to go back into the story, starting now with Mr. Finnegan.
I am Ricky. I play Finnegan Tenderfoot, the halfling wizard rogue.
I am Ben. I play Rikara, the Emerald Dragonborn, Divine Soul Sorcerer, Samurai Fighter.
Awesome.
I'm Jeff, and I play Grim, the half-orc barbarian.
I'm Beck, and I play Finriel, the half-elf ranger druid.
I'm Michael. I play Nathaniel, the human warlock rogue.
I am Derek. I play Sondrin, the drow cleric.
And I am Seth. I play Kieran Steadybrook, the halfling ranger fighter.
I am Kenneth Moffat, aka Southern D&D, and you put on your head, and now it's a hat. The idiot.
Let go of my son!
I am the dungeon master, the game master, the creator of the world these amazing individuals play in, and a little bit of an idiot myself. So, with that, now as we pull back into the story, the other natural ones racing across this open, snow-covered tundra, moving to the edge of the city where you saw your friends disappear into, then this large, massive war machine here appearing, decimating one of the buildings.
I reduced it by 1/10.
So what are the five of you doing?
Do we see
We're trying to keep
ahead
up.
of us, or
So we now have a Dwarven Centurion after us. What's
Actually, I'm
going
sorry,
on?
let me rephrase it. So it's first, what are you two doing? They're running across, trying to get to the edge of town.
Panic.
Panic! Penny.
Vacating further away from this thing?
All right. As the two of you flee from the building,
Who's fleeing?
he's fleeing. Are you fleeing?
No.
Okay.
I'll shoot it with my bow once I'm further away from the
Whoa.
flashy bit.
Like I'm not good, like getting on its case, but
Yeah.
like I'm not like going far back.
Okay.
Oh, I think Donnybrook was fleeing for you.
Where are you going, damn it?
All right. So,
We're not going to stop.
I got me a small ball blast. Tickle me.
with that,
Okay,
so go ahead and let's put miniatures. We'll have.
Put them back in the middle now.
Let's see. This is the building that Kieran and Donnie and Finn and Sev were in.
We can't escape it. It follows us.
It basically went hit and put a gat, like a massive hole in the side of the
You
thing.
just put them right there for
Yeah.
now, and then they can decide where they are.
So,
How far did you say the rest of us are going to be from this thing?
the running this because like
We're still
You'll-
in 2 foot snow?
no, you're out of the 2 feet. You'll get there in a few. It's going to take you just a few minutes to get there. I'll let you know, Finnegan wants you to just do a mass teleport or something.
He wouldn't
That
be
takes
able to
10
do it.
minutes to cast.
All right, so
And he could
by,
go to a circle.
by 10 minutes, sure, yeah, you can get there. So with that,
I got a dumb idea. We'll see how.
where are you trying to move to, Finrio?
I'm just wanting to put a little distance between me and it, unless it's, if I'm within provoke opportunity attack, then I'll need to take a dodge action.
It's more currently like just tearing into this building. There's Finn. I mean, there's a random player down there with you.
Not the orphanage.
Destroyed.
And essentially, yeah, just basically trying to tear through this stone and wood structure. So you have time to kind of move and act.
Okay. I'm going to move further this direction.
You bastard.
All right, so if you'll kindly move Finrio and Seb over here. All right, Kieran, what are you doing?
I would Can I move a little more this way?
Sure.
And I'm on Donnie.
You're with Donnie. All right, so
I mean,
Close enough.
ready
I'm not moving
ready
for
in
you.
a shot
You're
in
close
case
enough to
it's
move.
just
Because you're
happening.
kind. You're a nice person.
At least I thought.
this thing is still just tearing into this. And as it does, you're here, because you speak Dwarvish, you hear scanning, item not present. You watch it just kind of turns, sort of begins to move off toward, almost in a search pattern, moving slowly this way.
Hey, fucker.
Roll.
Can I speak
question.
or have I
Yes.
used it already?
I have.
You can speak, yeah.
I have not said what I want my damage to be on this
Okay.
thing. So since I have 10 options, just in the order,
Yep.
I'm gonna roll a d10.
Beautiful.
And let whatever wins on do the thing.
Jeez.
1 acid damage.
Acid.
So
Okay.
I
okay.
spoke it into existence. You all heard it.
That's cocked. That looks cocked to me.
Well, you have halfling luck, so.
Okay. I mean, regardless, I mean, like I'm just saying.
This gets re-rolled, yeah.
12.
12 will miss.
Oh well, no. That's
yeah.
plus things. That's gonna be a 23.
23 will hit.
Thank you.
Plus, like,
Still misses, no less.
Shit. That's going to be 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
Is the yellow shipping container still here?
Yeah, that's basically another building wall.
If I
You.
can,
What's
I'll
inside of
let
it?
you know that it's scanning for an item.
Okay. So you hear Fenrir say it's looking for something. Kieran, when you hit, you see your arrow. It hits, but kind of doing, dealing maybe not as much damage as you think. But you do garner its attention as it suddenly turns. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You done
One,
goofed.
2 steps.
You done goofed.
You see its eyes. Roll me a dexterity saving throw for you and Don.
Does this trigger my held attack?
Huh?
Does this trigger my held attack?
You can attack if you wish, yeah.
I believe in you.
Alright, so funny story, true story.
Okay.
I have a dexterity save that's going to be a 12.
Okay.
And Donnie's had a funny story. 11.
Those are both failures.
Are they? Okay.
Yes. You will both take 55 points of fire damage
Again.
as you see 2 bright blue beams basically tear in a straight line 10 feet.
55.
Yep. You see as that finishes, the eyes kind of grow dull for a moment.
Damn.
That he's supposed to be at full health.
Okay.
Because otherwise Donnie would be unconscious.
Johnny would
That's
be
still not great.
Yeah.
He is currently at 8 hit points.
All right. Fire your attack.
18.
18 misses.
You telling
I
us you
only
in
get the one
trouble?
shot too, right?
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna say by this while this is happening, this is when you guys will have hit the edge of town. Just time to see these, basically with enough force that the beams actually dig into the ground, tracing upwards, slamming into Donnie and Kieran, burning flesh and cloth.
Ow!
So bring them a little bit closer, because this thing basically bring them right here to the edge. It's fine, right there. Now we roll for initiatives again.
Shit. Fuck!
Oh, 20.
Guys, I'm gonna die.
Probably. I'm gonna try to help you, but
No one's dying today.
Somebody might.
Yeah, I might.
I could. Dumb
I
idea.
could.
You got a dumb idea?
I got
so
it.
did me and Kieran.
I've got the dumbest idea.
Right here.
Did you
You
know?
usually do.
Oh yeah, I have the dumbest idea.
Do you though? Do you though?
You want to make a bet?
We were being ignored and someone pinged it.
Yeah, but mine might actually get me killed.
There is still snow on the ground in this area, even if it's not.
The fact that
Correct.
there
There's
won't be a body
light
left.
snow covering. Yes.
Okay.
Like I said,
Well,
this could be real fun.
pulling
it
out
could be real
the
dumb.
huge war club.
Can you bring me back from death
Okay.
by any chance?
Let's make big thing go
Do I
bald.
want to bring you back? Is the question.
I can maybe kill it.
Okay.
Huh?
You're not gonna get right down.
All right. So,
I've got dumb idea. And a way
it's
to light it.
rolled a total of 10. Kieran. 7. Sorndren.
18.
18. Nathaniel.
12.
Finrio.
18.
Grim.
19.
Rakara.
11.
Finnegan.
22!
There. Look, I rolled my initiative, it went 28. Okay, so combat order is going to be Finnegan, followed by Grim, Finrio, and Sorndren. Who has the higher dex?
Me.
Okay.
Not about two.
We're supposed to pause like we're on the idle screen of a game.
I'm
With a Ginyu Force.
Oh
The
God!
Ginyu Force.
All right.
The Finyu Force.
There we go.
What does Grim do when he's at
Then
When he's an idle.
Yo. Rakara.
Well, it's when you choose him in the character select screen.
The Warforged
But the
Titan.
Yep.
And finally Kieran.
The
So-
and I are
Up first is Finnegan. What are you doing, sir?
Finnegan's gonna run forward.
It's a Reuben.
Where's 25 feet? Yeah,
So Robert.
yep, so right there.
Okay.
I am going to.
I disintegrate a singular bolt holding one of its knees.
I'm going to cast Fizban's Platinum Shield, which does a lot of
Actually, you
stuff
take
with my
out
bonus
10
action.
Okay.
We'll go
Like
over
a
all that
10-foot
stuff
cube.
when it's relevant. And
It's a
then
cat.
I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt.
That's a 17 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
And I should have done this first. I'm going to have Hootie fly over and do a flyby.
Okay.
And use the help action.
Yeah. Just trying to get somebody to attack, eventually attack. Anything else?
That's going to be it.
Oh, Grimwald. Wait. I'm helping.
Okay.
Here you go.
Your turn, Grim.
All right. So
Okay, I'm gonna say for tactical reasons, this is pretty much just rubble right now. So just do it
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Just do that.
All
Just
right.
leave it there right now.
The orphans.
in which case, seeing this very large, very
Poking
metallic, very boomy thing that just nearly destroyed Kieran, I go into a rage. And I charge the fucker.
All right. So actually, so he was starting right there. That's where we so 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30.
35, 40. And then you can bonus action.
You can't bonus.
I can't bonus action.
But you can action dash.
No, barbarians can bonus action dash. I swear.
No.
Or is that a specific
That's
one?
a specific one.
Oh, that's why.
So
I'm
your
sorry.
action-
However,
Plus he uses bonus action to rage.
am I 30 feet away from that thing?
15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, you are.
Here comes an animated tiny huge war club heading your way.
So as you're running, wrapping up. All right, roll your attack, sir.
I do not get advantage on this because it is not a melee attack. Yeet. Wow. I'm going to take away one of those 2 inspirations I've been hoarding.
I use that on them too.
Yeet. That's better. That's 22.
That'll hit.
Alright, sweet. Now I need the actual dice I need out of here.
It's a building-sized object.
Last booking.
Boom.
By the way, no, there's no, never mind. This will help that. We're good. We're good. Keep going. Nothing. You're good.
Nice.
Had to see if he got it.
35 points of damage.
What weapon are you using?
Oh, wait. Yeah, 35 points of damage, and I'm using the adamantine huge war glove.
Which is a siege weapon?
It does not count for siege. However, adamantine does basically have the same effect as a magic weapon, so we'll bypass that resistance of his.
Aha! Take that.
How much damage was it?
35.
Take that, robot kneecaps.
I just lifted up his rank.
Take that, Ribbits. And then I get 2 attacks, so first I'm pulling this back.
Well, you have to bonus action to pull it back to you.
And I don't. Wait, I do have a bonus action.
You rage.
You rage.
Oh, I raged.
Yeah.
Well, it's laying on the ground in there somewhere.
Go fishing.
All right. So, Fenrir, you're next with Sorndrin on deck.
I am going to
Rage.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's
Rage.
That's Hunter's Rage.
Same thing.
Same thing, different style points.
Well, I think it was our buddy Florin getting angry.
And then I will pull back mine arrow.
You pull back thine
I
arrow.
pull back mine arrow.
Pulling back my arrow.
Say the command word.
Okay.
Do it.
Shooters
Gee.
with sharpshooter.
All right. The oath bow has been.
That is gonna be 20. No, yes, 20 something.
We'll hit. You break 20, you hit.
Sweet.
Grim should have had advantage on his attacks.
Why?
Hootie.
Is it attack or melee attack?
Well, I had advantage anyway. I didn't realize that until after I'd already rolled.
Because the chain does do melee. It says melee attack at range. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
which no, it gives the range feature to it. So, but it's a strength-based attack to do a ranged attack with it. But
That's what it is.
I still hit it.
And
Alright, so if he doesn't have, if he didn't have the advantage, then
Yes.
Stag would have it.
I have advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all.
We make our own advantage. And then you have me.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Give nobody advantage
You give
ever.
yourself disadvantage.
Huh?
You give yourself disadvantage.
No, I don't.
It's all going to me.
That is
Hootie, swing.
29 damage, piercing damage from a magical bow.
29?
And 5 acid damage.
Okay, so 29. And how much acid damage?
5 acid.
5. Where the acid damage hits, you see it start to eat away at the metal a little bit more effectively.
Did mine do anything?
You had acid damage?
Yeah,
he
that's
specifically said he rolled
Yeah,
for damage and it was acid.
Oh!
10 and it did 7 acid damage.
As a delayed reaction, yes.
delayed reaction miss.
Some of that was mine!
I did that. No, you didn't.
I tried!
Quit trying to steal it. Steal his
19
thunder.
just barely hits.
Where's acid, I should say.
Detailed acid.
Ooh.
16, 17, 18, 28, 29, 30, 34 piercing damage.
34 piercing damage.
That's my friend. That's my friend.
Friend.
What? Fuck off.
God, offend
All right.
me.
Anything else?
That's it, crazy.
Sorndrin, you're up with Nathaniel on deck.
Oh, I can't do much of anything against this. So, keep you alive. How's everybody doing? Literally
That's
asking
Karen
you.
is sizzling.
Karen, how you feeling?
Hit my hand. I forgot it. I forgot an ability I have.
Oh, Hunter's Mark.
Nope. I would have my turn
Oh.
yet.
What you got, Sorndrin?
I guess.
I can-
Good over there?
Colossus thing?
No, I can have people re-roll one attack against me.
Ah.
Lucky.
Second chance. I got it pretty early on. I've never used it.
You owe me.
Huh?
You get 70 health back.
Oh, I thought you were gonna kill me.
70?
Healed.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a flat 70. And it's my 1/6 level.
You about says a sixth level spell, yeah, you.
Nothing.
Alright, anything else, Arnie?
Nope, that's it.
Nathaniel is the car on deck.
Kieran just.
Cool. Hey, it's hard to stand on, right?
Looks like it.
Cool, I dimension door on top of it.
I always do. You must stand on thing.
I thought I hit
Those-
Beautiful.
I thought I
Those
wanted Kieran
spikes
to
up
die.
there are.
Roll me a constant, it's a strength-based saving throw, please.
Be prepared for your ass.
Modified 18?
Cool. So as you give them as you step on this, you suddenly feel this thing heat up as hot air just explodes outward in all directions. You will take
I'm about to kill myself, so it doesn't matter.
25
Supposed to be more
points of
colossal
fire
titan
of
from
force damage,
Cool.
but you're not knocked backwards or prone.
I pull out my dwarven barrel, stab it on top of the spikes, and breathe on it with my fire.
How many actions did you just pull at once?
Technically only one, because object interaction.
Breathing dimension door.
My breathing thing is a bonus action.
Yes, yeah, the ring, the hellfire. Oh,
The Hellfire Ring!
Since he lost Anthony,
Is he
does still have
suicide
that?
bomber?
That's a question.
Fair point.
I had messaged you and asked you, you said it was good.
hang on.
Single jumps on this thing. I like bar.
Okay. Yeah. So until you blow across it, and you watch a gout of flame.
Just doesn't sound.
Yay! I'm dead! By the way.
You know I can't bring you back from pieces, right?
I mean,
Don't give me hope.
I really can't.
Oh, actually, wait, no, I'll survive this.
Will you?
Explain.
My ring. My other ring that takes my life, and I can get it back when I drop to 0.
I fired 20 arrows at.
Did you reveal that?
Yes, I did. I said I did at the
Oh, no.
beginning of this.
The
I am right
radiation
here.
killed.
Stop yelling in my ear.
Sorry, I'm shaking.
yeah, just calm down. Calm down.
I'm dying.
You chose to do this. We gave you a way to not die.
Oh yeah, but this is much more fun for me.
Okay, so
Till
on
the end.
10d12 damage, on 10d12 you're taking 108 points of damage.
So it doesn't drop me below my
Below double?
It doesn't drop me below double.
Okay.
It drops me to 0, and then I pop back up at 25.
I was gonna say, did you remember to account for the steam damage you just took?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it still doesn't drop me down to below double.
Read the ring to me, please. The one.
You never wrote it down for me completely.
What is it?
So it's the ring where I can expend some of my hit dice into,
Yeah.
and I can either heal others, or when I would drop to 0, I come back with that much HP.
That's fair. Yeah. So you are thrown prone onto the ground, though. Here's the thing.
It looks like Anakin on Lucifer.
It did dealt some damage, but because that was not technically a magical attack.
And it also just blew steam at you. You really think fire's gonna do a whole lot to it?
No, but I thought the force would. I thought the force would.
However, you do see it kind of stagger forward a few feet.
It's coming for me.
However, we'll get to that. Ricard, you're up with the Titan next.
Oh. And I need the
What a friggin' move.
area effect thing.
Game respects game.
Would that be like within 30 feet? at each other. Grim
Yes.
and okay,
Yeah.
Right at it, basically.
action, haste, Metamagic Twin
Okay.
on Grim and F-E-N.
Fenrir.
What is the feed?
Was it like a kid you're trying to get him to do something he doesn't want? I'm going to give it to F-E.
Well, I had to fill up my head 3 times and he was talking about me, so.
It's like, what's F-E-N?
And then bonus.
What do you mean we're going to the V-E-T? I can't crack this riddle!
I've heard of F and A.
You have the
Is
fog.
haste not one of these?
I don't know.
I thought it
I
was.
should have haste.
Gotta go fast.
Fairy fire, concentration, bane, exhaustion. I don't see haste in here.
Alright, well, we know that those two are
Okay.
hasted for now.
Those
We'll,
three?
we'll look through that later.
Alright.
And the bonus action, the magic winds come out and I shoot up 30 feet. No, well, no. I'll shoot up the remainder of my feet.
Which is, how much did you move?
Maybe 20, and then go up 10 feet.
20.
10 feet.
Shut up, you're fine.
Like the end of The Boys season 2.
Yes, Josh, shut up.
Alright.
It's alright. It's okay. It's alright.
Ooh, that's one too. Work with me. There we go. At the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
I learned from last time.
All right.
Nimbus.
Alright, so 10 feet in the air. It is now his turn.
He flies.
So, first, we're going to roll a d6. Mr. Kieran, roll the dice out of the way. He recharges on a 5 or a 6.
On the bright side, I'm the one
How's
that's
that
paying
feel?
for a lot.
No, I am.
You
They
exploded
recoil.
him. I don't know if he knows if you died or not.
He now has
He knows.
E's.
Oh no! Oh no!
You don't keep us
I
What the
can't.
hell
He's
is
gonna take a shit
that?
on him.
This way, we're standing in his
Hell
straight
away
line.
to
If you
die.
are missing
Hell
parts, I
away to
cannot bring
die.
them back.
That's fine.
Sordred, we're in danger.
Oh!
I mean,
I live!
Huh? I see
So-
you drawing things.
I need Grim, Sorndren, and Finnegan to make dexterity saving throws. DC 15.
who all?
I have half cover. Does that make
You and Sordred and
How do you have half cover?
Fizman's
All right.
platinum shield?
You would add +5 to your.
This is a dex roll. I do have advantage on dex, which is
You can see.
counts and spells. This is counts and spells.
But this is
Plus
things you
five.
can have it against things you can see.
C too. Then.
Barbarian.
DC 15.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeet. 19 and a 20 on the
Okay.
dice.
Okay. Finnegan.
14.
14. All right. So 15. So if
So
you
natural 20.
if you failed, 55 points of fire damage. If you pass, it's going to be 28 points of damage.
Okay, so I failed, but Fizman's platinum shield gives me evasion,
Okay.
so I take half damage
Okay.
for 28, and I have it's fire damage.
Yes.
I have resistance to fire damage from it as well.
Okay.
So I take
So
14.
14.
12.
So
You're going to get a motherfucker.
first attack against you, Montel.
Yep.
You're prone, has advantage.
Yep.
I do have to make.
It does have to hit 18.
Huh?
18 AC.
Okay, 18, 86.
It's like that scene in Transformers with like the.
The first is going to be the mounts.
Mounts.
17 plus 10. It's it.
Yeah.
27.
It's at least a 27.
I mean,
Yeah.
So we're just going to take the
I
hits.
just barely passed.
Oh, man.
It's going to be 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, down.
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 Still
Second
prone.
attack with the blade.
Yep.
Oh God.
Roll 2 17s on that.
Yep.
Oh God.
That's going to be
2
It
fails.
hits.
35 points. So that's a
Cool.
second fail.
That's 2 fails.
That's 2
Yeah.
fails.
That's 2
I need the purple marker.
I have a red marker.
I have
I-
a black marker.
That seems more fitting.
No, but the purple marker is special to me.
Okay.
Because it's the only marker I've used this entire game.
There you
If that had fallen into that Dr. Pepper,
I would have laughed.
go. All right.
Thankfully, it's mostly empty, so.
No, but like it would just be cool
Yeah.
to have gone to that small space.
That's you don't
Eye
run
of the needle.
attacks against unconscious creatures as criticals, do you?
Yes, because he's within 5 feet doing a melee, that is a confirmed crit. So just not like natural 20 or
Okay,
something.
yeah, that's what I was
Just
asking.
2 points for that.
Mhm.
2 failures. Okay.
So I and 2 mallets.
That's the Titan's turn. Well, he can either do the eye if it's recharged, or do 3 melees instead. Kieran, your turn.
My turn? Alright, I'm going to get off of Donnie, and I'm going to tell Donnie to run the fuck away. Go hide.
Just hide anywhere. And
Just hide.
Okay, Donnie is going to leave the battlefield then for his movement.
Because I don't want him anywhere here to go, what the fuck? He's dead!
He's in the grain silo.
My boy! My boy. And I am going.
He went to the farm.
All right.
He went to the
I am
farm.
going. I guess that's a bonus action to tell him to do
Yes.
that. So I don't give him. I can't guess Hunter's Mark. I'm just going to shoot 2 arrows at the construct.
Okay.
Because I got a friend nearby, it's an advantage.
Actually, no, y'all dealt acid damage, so that part didn't kick in. It's okay, cool.
First shot.
I don't like the sound of that.
I know what that means.
Ugh, fuck. Do I have an inspiration? I don't. All right, first one misses because that's 14.
Okay.
Second one, let's roll with the Kieran die. I don't know. Well, that's gone forever.
That one must forever be Robindale.
19.
Will barely hit.
Barely hit.
Yep.
That dice was gone forever. Okay. It deals 9 points of regular damage and 3 points of acid.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and pump the Colossus Slayer in there.
All right. How much?
2 extra points.
2 extra points. Okay.
And that's gonna do it.
All right. Grim, you're next with Fenrir on deck.
It's right in front of your right foot.
Q. As a bonus action, I yank
That little
the
I'm lucky.
I
That
yank
little
the
more
club
fire.
back on my hand.
You could probably get to it from where you
Hell yeah.
are.
Yeah, but the problem
Yeah,
is the club is over here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
He
just
doesn't
yanking it
need
back to
to.
my hand, so
Alright.
I'm running right for the Titan.
Technique.
Grim, strength save, Grim, strength save.
Oh no.
Straight save, here we go.
Well, you have to move into it.
Oh, it's moving. Okay, good. Cool. I was about to be scared.
Oh, you still should be because it's area back.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
27.
Okay, so you're only taking 25 points of force damage as this thing senses you move within it, and Montel,
Yeah.
Oh God.
Goodbye.
that's 25 points of damage.
Bye.
As a third failure on you, sir.
Yep.
Oh no.
Montel is dead.
Mhm.
Oh
I
no.
was not thinking. I was not thinking.
You're
I
raging,
think-
it makes sense.
I didn't know that's what it had. I don't know.
As you feel that massive explosion of air, very warm air, you see Montel kind of fly about 10 feet, and then end face down.
He's still in one piece though, right?
Yes.
You bastard. Frenzy.
Montel.
Frenzy.
Michelle!
me a D20.
I am hasted.
16.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
What's your
Get an
charisma?
extra action, yeah. Get an
17.
extra action.
So plus 3.
Sweet.
Alright. What you got, Grim?
So, frenzy.
Okay.
And I'm hasted. So, first attack. Let's see, so it's 21.
21 will hit.
Dealing. $30 points of damage.
30 points of damage.
Extra attack.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Are you doing the minus for the club?
Yeah, I'm minusing
Okay.
for the club too. I'm only plussing 4 to my
Okay.
attacks. 16. Yeah, so 25 points of damage.
Okay.
Next action. Still hitting.
Alright. So this going frenzy?
Oh yeah.
This is haste.
Oh, it's
attack.
haste! Oh god, you're hasted. Yes.
I'm frenzying, so I still have the 1 attack for that first action. Don't I?
You couldn't frenzy anyway. You pulled back your weapon with the bonus
That was,
action.
yeah, you have to frenzy, you make the bonus action attack, yeah. But you still have your normal attacks being, you get 1 action being hasted, so yeah.
Yeah, you get an extra attack for being
Oh,
hasted.
yeah. As a
Yeah, you get your 2 attacks for attack, and then
Well,
haste gives you 1 extra.
anyway.
Okay.
It's still 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Get him.
It's gonna be 23.
Hits.
28 points of damage on that one.
28.
You're gonna kill it, it's gonna just fall on top of it.
Grim, you rush up, you seeing your companion's lifeless body goes flying as you just denting these massive metal legs.
Bring.
Anything else?
That's it.
Finreal, your turn.
Finreal's going to shoot. That's a natural 20.
Woo!
And a natural 1.
We're gonna choose to take the 20. We choose.
Say what?
I'll win.
What initiative were we in? I was.
Oh, Finnegan is before me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I said you. I apologize, Finnegan. Go ahead.
No.
So, well, we'll get to that.
I'll
But
say
Finnegan,
yours.
go ahead.
It's
Yeah.
not fun.
I only put 20.
I was like, wait.
I thought I said you. I apologize.
You did not. You skipped me, sir.
He just got so excited about getting the kill in the
Mind
face.
it.
Can't fucking level up.
Hey, you couldn't blow me
Not
up.
casting fireball yet.
I am. Yeah, I'm casting fireball at it. First. Yeah. Cast.
Oh, did you maintain concentration for haste?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Or not haste, but
With a
I like to think of
Yeah,
things
shield.
some other
Shield
spell.
type.
Oh, that's
Fireball.
21 fire damage. Or, well, if it's a 16 deck saving throw.
okay. So -2 to extack. So yes, failed. Grim, you also. I think you're within that range.
Yep. You're good. It's a 17.
You passed.
So,
So,
so I take half damage.
Yeah, 21 to it and half that.
And
So, what, 10 to 11.
10 or 11.
Round up 11.
And then I have Hootie do another plot.
All right.
2.
So now Finreal, you will not.
Doesn't do that much damage to Fenrir's already decaying corpse.
Nathaniel, not Finreal. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, I meant.
Win. Win.
Oh, this first one. Okay.
Yeah. It feels lucky.
Oh.
I am.
Funny enough, it revives. Nothing.
This thing has a +8 to its strength.
And
Well, no, so it'd be a total of saving throws get a we get +15. Still fails on a 2 total for the strength save. Your arrow hits one of those joints just the right way.
No.
Knocked prone.
Now I have disadvantage.
You took my plan too good.
You'll have advantage from Hootie which would make it a straight
Yeah.
off.
So roll damage.
Well,
It is double
advantage
damage
anyway.
too.
It is. Oh, I didn't roll damage.
Fucking
Yeah,
forgot.
let's not forget the damage.
That fucking level up.
Any
Can't
modifier
fucking go
to the
on
damage?
initiative. I can't fucking give anybody advantage.
Freaking intelligence.
Jesus.
Bring it down, buddy.
You know, this is great. Just being able to watch the chaos.
Floating above the chaos.
What do you mean above?
Below.
Have you met me, good sir?
Yeah, it's when Daffy Duck drinks the exploding potion and dives into the pool and kaboom,
It's
and
36
then the
piercing
devil outfit.
damage doubled and 6 acid damage doubled.
How do you want to do this?
I will let you decide because I am
Okay.
not good at picturing these things.
All right. So,
Because it killed your best friend.
It did kill me.
Finrio, you see the lifeless corpse of Nathaniel. You see the man you love standing there, sweat pouring. He just slammed into this thing. This massive titan, which would not have gotten its eye laser back, rearing back to slam down, and you just. You're normally a very calm. The word timid has been applied to you, but for a moment there, like you tamed a fucking drake, Finrio. You stride in a forest where things twice the size of any of these nincompoops try to eat you. And at that moment, that confidence just wells up in you, and you just. This is
Intentionally saying all this over to everybody.
This
I've been
is
hanging with these people.
this is no giant, life-threatening thing. This is prey, and you're the predator. As you just pull back your bow, aim right at an open spot where you think any normal bipedal thing would house its heart, and you just moving through an open slot. You actually see chunks of oil and metal explode up the side as it just falls down dead.
Oh my God, it's that moment in The Incredibles.
Everybody
duck!
I still have 2 more attacks available.
Shoot the body! Everyone roll perception check.
Why are you
Back. I got an 11.
Okay.
18.
23.
DC was 12.
11.
Well, I barely missed.
Good job, Grim. Okay, so that sound of running armored feet, the clattering of armor, and you turn to look to see. There is like this kind of, it's like a cargo elevator that raises and lowers things from this upper point to the lower part of Kvathir. A group of about 12 individuals come running out, slap dab armor. You can tell these are not soldiers. And leading them is a female dwarf. As she's running, get her, you have to come on, leave, it's dangerous over there, come on!
It's not dangerous.
You don't understand, it does that! As she points behind all of you, as you hear, as the dents begin to pop out, as the pieces that you had destroyed, so almost like Iron Giant style, start to crawl back into it. As the Titan begins to regenerate, she goes, "You get this way."
I have 2 more attacks. Can I continue shooting it while we get out of the way?
Story reasons, I'll let you know. It will not. You can deal damage. There is a factor here that is story wise. So
That's just to buy us time to continue
yes,
if we leave.
yes.
I want to go loot Nathaniel.
I was about to pin the whole thing on him. I was gonna be like, we did it! That bastard was controlling him the whole time!
You know what? Fuck it, I can adjust it. We're gonna level up after this fight. I'll adjust.
Don't waste time, just grab him and
That
bring
put
him
you level
inside!
13, right?
Yeah.
What?
That'll-
Grim
You
will grab his body and
body.
bring.
See, we just doing it earlier.
Grim
Okay.
will grab his body.
Yeah. So you can hear it kind
Bring him
of
inside!
gently, as you're running with this group of people towards this cargo elevator. You now see that any other path, like the larger paths down the cliff face, have been destroyed and blocked off. This cargo elevator is the only thing that's about a half a mile drop to this large rocky lake underneath it. So as you all board the elevator, Nathaniel's lifeless form in hand.
Wherever you are.
Did you call Buddy?
Oh, I called him.
Okay, cool.
Donnie is there, do not worry. What time is it real quick?
9:07.
9:07, okay, plenty of time. So,
It feels a lot later, doesn't it?
it does, yeah. With that, just as the cargo elevator starts to clunkily, you hear, you see that deep blue beam fire off just above your heads.
I'm short.
As the female dwarf just kind of, what in the name of the gods? What are you doing in the upside?
Fighting.
Where else would we have been?
There's a fucking monster up. Did you not see the signs we posted?
No.
No?
They were supposed to. Oh, I'm glad our scouts saw you. It's. Who are you people?
We're the natural ones.
What the hell was that?
What was that?
That seemed like something you've been rehearsing. Is that the sound I've been hearing in your room at night?
The one time I wish Reed was here so you can do the cricket chirp.
That's a made-up person.
Close enough. Those cliff crickets are very loud, very odd. Okay, so it takes about 3 minutes for this cargo elevator to fully lower down. You look up to see the massive Titan just kind of stare down before lifting back up and moving back off into the. Nathaniel,
No one's home.
you float in a sea of darkness.
A turd.
Familiar coldness drawing you in as the voice says,
What you thinking, George? Oh, fuck.
got a bit overzealous, did we?
Yeah. Happens.
Well, thankfully your usefulness is not at an end. I sense something in this town, something of my siblings. I don't know where. It's too well hidden. But something of our power is here. Would you like another try at it, Nathaniel? This is me asking you, do you want to be resurrected, or is Nathaniel done?
Of course I want another try.
Since y'all skipped over the fact that I had the movement to make it in 6 seconds to raise him.
Oh, okay.
Because Revivify is an action.
Okay.
It could have brought him back.
This is happening in the moment he's talking to or saying. You can still, because he still has to be revivified. He can't just, he's not going to be brought back by himself.
Otherwise,
You're going to have to run.
I was gonna say, like, if it's not that, if he like just jumps up and goes, zombie, I'm gonna attack him.
All right. So, with that, Sargent, as you approach, okay,
You're
so,
back already?
all right.
Shit.
We'll say in the 3 minutes. How long does it take to cast? Is it just an action to cast?
It is an action, but I have to do it within the first minute.
Okay, I'm gonna say it took a few, like maybe 30 seconds to get to the elevator,
Okay.
and that's when you began.
Okay.
So, Nathaniel, how many times have you done?
You don't have to do a damn thing. It's all right.
Don't tempt me.
I am. I'm tempting. It's happening.
Died and been truly died and been brought back. Is it twice? Not counting the pact.
Twice.
Okay. So the DC is set to 12. Nathaniel,
Mm-hmm.
make the roll with advantage.
14.
Okay. Sorndrin, Roll me an insight check. Insight or religion, your choice.
It's starting to look like Frankenstein from Van Helsing.
That's gonna be 24 insight.
24 insight. DC was 20.
Either one would have worked, because that would have been a dirty 20 for religion. So
As you feel he is dead. Nathaniel is dead. You feel the normal things of reaching across the barrier, finding his soul. But as you feel that portion of your essence that can do this kind of reach out for him, you get a physical shiver down your back as your essence meets in a deeply unnatural cold for a split second before you feel yourself wrap Nathaniel's soul back up in this spell and pull it back across the barrier. With that in Grimm's arms, you hear as Sorndrin finishes, kind of steps back. Grimm, you watch as Nathaniel begins to breathe.
Actually, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh,
Undying
that's
Warlock.
right.
We're level 10.
That's right, yeah.
As my eyes just opened.
Yeah, his eyes just. Do you do that, Grimm?
Yes.
does he take 1 point of falling damage?
Roll me a dexterity save.
Oh God! He's gonna knock his ass out again.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Okay. You do not.
About just as funny, him landing perfectly on his feet.
Well, no, that's the thing. You were being dropped. So that was to make sure you didn't fall off the edge of the elevator. It's really like take a point of inspiration from that.
I fall, I land perfectly on my feet and walk it off.
So actually, more like when he drops you, you just kind of reach and grab the edge of this thing, just kind of hanging there for a moment before you kind of pull yourself back up.
Don't do that shit again.
Is there a wall to this elevator?
It's like those small barrier walls. Their front part is open, like to allow cargo to move on and off. There's like small little barriers.
Okay. If there's like a wall, I wanted to like if he's laying down, I was gonna like grab Nathaniel and kind of like push him up against the wall.
Okay.
And just like be like to where like I'm just staring at him. What the fuck?
Yeah?
Is this funny to you?
Which part?
Any of it?
It's fun.
What part?
The flying. I didn't think it would hit me twice afterwards.
If you
didn't think, you could just stop the sentence there.
If you die again.
No,
If you die again, I don't care how many times who he talks to bring you back. I'm gonna make it the last time. Because this can't happen again. I'm done with this. Don't die again. Don't die again. Don't die again. Don't die. Have you died?
No.
Have you died?
Nothing.
Have you died? Not that you know of. We're going to talk about that later. Have you died?
No.
Have you died? Have you died?
It's just your side of the table.
Since you've been with us. No fucking dying. Who the hell are you? I just went in the drawer.
She says, I'm Enduin Griphook. Oh. I'm sorry, what you just fucking came back from the dead, and you
Faeterra Gripbooks?
Where did this thing come from?
As begins to explain.
Oh, God.
Her name is Enduin Griphook. She is the daughter of Gorman Griphook, who was the founder of the mine, of Griphook Mine, and former mayor of Kvathir. She tells you that mechanical monster came out of the mine about not even a week ago. It started destroying the town, and I've been wanting to send for help, but I just every time I would try to send somebody, it would pick them off as they tried to leave and flee, and Everyone roll insight checks for me. Oh, that's fucking good.
12.
12.
13.
25.
Oh wait, actually,
17.
15.
He's not listening.
I have a 15.
Just like Tim Roth will lie to me.
Kieran,
Oh, thanks.
you notice that as she's talking, she's kind of cutting her eyes to these soldiers, and these aren't soldiers. These look to be maybe 18, 19-year-old boys. Their armor is very like missized and kind of haphazardly. The way they're holding their spears or swords, these are not trained fighters. And we've had to, and it's just we've been doing our, but we've managed to corral it into the upside of Kvathir, and we've got all the survivors, such as they are, in the low side, and we're just trying to hold out until hopefully the damn thing will just raise the city and leave us alone down here.
It was speaking some weird language.
I think it was speaking Dwarvish.
Yes, it's looking for something.
I don't know what it's I don't know what it's looking for. I mean, look, it's fine. Go ahead.
You said that her father is the mayor?
He was the mayor.
So who's in charge? You?
Technically I am, yes. Look, I'll admit, we got a bit greedy. We found these old ancient access tunnels to some of the old Dwarven pathways. And sure, we went in there. The ore there, because the mines were dug through it, the ore is a lot easier to get through. And so maybe it wants the ore back, but the ore is in the processing. It's in the uptown. It would just take it and leave. I don't know what the fuck it wants.
What else did you find besides ore?
Nothing. We didn't find anything. We just found the damn ore.
When we get down here, could you show us to these mines?
The fucking mines are up.
I know what it's
Is it
looking
an
for.
additional insight to?
Because I'll keep the 25 because you're still kind of focusing on her.
Idea.
There is something. There is something. The way
She's keeping something.
she's keeping something.
What kind of ore?
Oh, that's just the thing. We found fucking gold. We found mithril. We found platinum. It's a fucking literal gold mine down there. There was even like crates of diamonds and things. It's amazing what these dwarves just dug through to put in their walls. And I don't know why they wouldn't try to take that material out.
This is where we need to be.
No.
All right. Because
No.
because I think you're holding something. And if you're not going to be honest with people who are trying to help, I say we just leave them to their own devices if they're going to be.
I mean, not to mention we're on a time crunch.
Right, and this may not be worth our time.
That's fair, yeah.
As people to help out. If you think you've got it,
Wait.
if you want some help with this, I some more honesty would be great. But if you're,
I do not know what.
I take Finnegan's glasses. Well.
I'm gonna hold back for a sec.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check where you're holding back. Look, I've told you everything I can. Look, the creature only seems to be very active in daylight. It may be something where the sun, it draws its power from the sun. Just if you would like to maybe to take some time to rest and relax here, you'd have to get past it to go into the mines.
So it's just you and these poor boys down
Well,
here?
no. You as the elevator finally lands, you do see that there's about 10 or 20 of the people kind of moving around down here, all looking very, very haggard, very, very distraught. Most of them wearing some sort of armor or weapon, and it looks kind of mismatched and doesn't fit them. There are very few men like over the age of like the early 20s here. Most of them are like younger men, or that age gap between say 21 and latter 40s, where a man would do most of his hard work, say like a miner. That age gap you don't see present here, or if there is, it's very few of them.
24.
24. Nathaniel, as the elevator touches down, you get a slight ringing in your ear, kind of forcing you to turn your head. And the moment your eyes fall on a building, it stops. Very tall building with columns, very clearly a temple. The symbol of the temple appears to be, so I don't just misdescribe this one, looks to be a mithril anvil with a single flame of ruby and crystal coming out the top of it. No need necessary even for anybody not Sordran. This is a temple to Runmir, the god of the earth, the forge, fire, of craftsmen and inspiration. Kind of one of the bigger, one of the elder gods of Faeterra. And that's when your eyes fall on it, that tinge, that pain stops.
So where are all the men?
Well, the ones, the few more survivors here, the rest were in the mine when that thing first erupted, and I don't start to say they didn't make it. They were either destroyed in the cave-ins or cut down, and they tried to run from that thing. Still watching her?
Oh yeah.
Keeping your 25. Still, there's something about this woman. You'd sooner believe Montel was a fairy princess than anything about this woman's mouth.
I mean, that's been my theory.
Question, are we moving off of the...
No, they're kind of like directing you off the cargo.
I'm going to try to direction us towards the church.
Okay, so you kind of see Montel kind of stepping toward the direction of this large temple. What are the rest of you doing?
Come on.
Where are you going,
Come on.
So now you want to go pray.
I mean, when you die, you need to, right?
No, that doesn't do any good. You're fucking dead.
You see Edwin, where do you go? What's...
I'm going to a church to pray.
Oh, the temple. Okay, yes. That's a good idea. If you'll, I need to go to see about some. Yes. Just please be very. The temple is the last big main building we have left that's not been damaged. It is the most. It is his holy place. Please, just be very, very careful in the temple. Thank you. You watch. She just kind of turns and begins to move out through the crowd.
Or
Is you being shifty stuff?
Yes.
If I were to cast Pass Without a Trace on myself, would it give like a physical thing to it?
What I would say,
Weirdly
it
enough.
will allow you to kind of like step into the, almost basically you would pull a Batman. If you would kind of sleight of hand to cast it, you would kind of pull back into the shadows and kind of into the crowd and just move unnoticeable.
I want to do that and then follow her.
All right, so roll me a sleight of hand check to just kind of cast it without, because there is a bit of a semantic component to it.
That's going to be 22.
Yeah. As you all just kind of see Karen give each of you a knowing look for, he just kind of seems to step back into the shadows and disappears.
oh, you know good enough.
Be safe.
I want to put the glasses on as I'm looking around.
Okay.
Do I notice?
Kieran, before you leave, can I hunt this monkey? Gives me advantage to track you later.
I have no problem with it. If you want to do it like while I'm doing it.
Do the people here look normal?
You just want to
Other than
They have a normal physical appearance. You see around their, it's almost like they have a cloud around their heads. Like from Roman Arcana check. Let's get some information going.
We found the village of Eeyores.
So we're moving towards the church.
Yes.
Okay.
What time is it?
96.
Around 9:50. Let me
do
know.
I get advantage on it?
Not for this.
Okay, that's a dirty 30.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
I could have got a 32.
There is almost like a sense of, almost like loathing. It's almost like this gives off an aura that these people, they hate themselves, hate each other. There's just this doldrums. You see occasionally glance at each other, this angry glare. This aura seems to be emanating from both the temple and using Lady Enduin almost as a focal point. The aura moving to her before dispatching out the various peoples.
If I delved into it enough, do I get a great sense of greed, as if maybe they're jealous or greedy of each other, and that may be what's causing it?
On that, take a point of inspiration. There is a very intense feeling of greed, of anger, of hatred. Just this like, so why shouldn't he? Why does he have that? I think that fucking more important than he is. Or you see this like a woman looking at small children. Why are they so fucking happy? We barely have anything to eat. Why are they playing? They should be out to.
Do the children have that same?
It's almost like they're starting to. The aura is not as strong, but there is the beginning of it there.
Okay.
It's almost like just that normal kind of upbeatness some kids have is trying to seem to drive it off, but you're pretty sure if this continues on for any longer amount of time, they're going to start to feel the effects.
And so you said this temple looks like it's the source.
There is a stagnant, almost, give it a real word to it, a stagnant cloud around it. And you see a tendril or a waft of it that actually reaches out and connects to Edwin. And it's like the cloud just kind of emanates from her and it sticks to people and they're moving and it just kind of swirls around them. Like if it's the source, she is the conduit.
She is the prism through which this light flows.
Do I get a sense that this temple is what it looks like, as far as it is a temple to this god?
You don't get any sense of like desecration.
No, but deception.
No, the age of it, from what you know of history, I'm not making it over. The age is right, even to Sorndrin's eyes, everything. It looks the part. It looks correct. It just has a bad feeling to it. This is a temple to Runmir, but there's something off.
So I will mention that to Sorndrin, and I actually want to look around to see if I see Kieran.
Roll my perception check.
Do I need to roll stuff?
Yeah, but
No,
with
you
advantage.
don't.
You don't?
He doesn't.
He doesn't? Okay.
In knowing,
There's no way I'll fucking see him.
Okay.
in knowing this god is
Natural fucking 20.
No, yeah, you do.
I would see him as he casts the
Yeah,
spell.
you would see the initial shimmer of the spell kind of.
You see a box like
Enhancing his mobilities. But his actual form, you lose sight of once he kind of moves into the crowd.
Okay. I will tell him, because I'm assuming he's following her.
Yeah, that's.
Nick.
And I will tell them, be careful. There's some weird magic down here, and she is the focus of it.
I shoot back real quick. All magic's fucking weird. And I just continue.
Delete the bullshit.
As you're looking
Give it to the
around,
bullshit.
your eyes move to
Okay.
you notice that there is sort of a void around the five of you. And that void is almost pushing back against this haze. The void is centered and coming from Montel, coming from Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
And as Kieran left, it was almost like again this piece of a counter effect broke off and has attached itself to Kieran. There's nothing malicious to it, but it almost is like this, whatever is emanating from him, is pushing back against the power that this cloud of greed is causing.
Okay. I'll also tell them, don't stay gone too long. We need to, we need to make sure that we stay together. Because this shit is weird even for me.
I have no intention of dying again.
So,
I was gonna say, in knowing the god, is it common for it to be a platinum anvil and a gemmed flame?
yes, that
Okay.
is.
Just making sure, because I know, depending on your mythos and your forge,
Yeah.
sometimes it wants to be real fancy. Sometimes it wants to be the common man's forge.
The temple is just kind of, it's the same, it's just a bit of embellishment to it. Also, this being a mining town, they would have access to these would be common materials they could use to make this large statue to run here. All right, so we'll get to Kieran in a moment, hopefully, as the 6 of you are moving toward the temple. Again, Swarndren watching Montel. As you approach the temple, there are no acolytes, no clerics. But as you step in, it just seems like a normal temple. You see, there's this large porch area you step through into it. About 2 rows of 12, wood pews, a raised altar, the podium. Behind it, a single stained glass of the anvil of Runmir. To one side, you see what looks to be a circle for like the different candles for prayer and such. The other side is a place where you see a shrines to the other good aligned gods been prepared. The floor, beautiful marble. It's kind of got it's kind of lost its. Everything seems to have lost its luster. The marble, the different stones, the wood. It's all kind of got a grayness to it.
I immediately go to the last row of pews, sit down, and bow my head.
Okay.
I'll go check the good line and check on Bahamut.
As you kind of step toward, because it's kind of like center like a cross. As you step to the center, to the side where you see where the one part of the candles, you look in. There is a smaller variant of this. What was a large statue of Mithril and Ruby, much smaller, sitting on a dais. That the candles kind of arrayed around. But as the candles get closer, normally it's these red candles of peace. The candles right in front of the column where this little statue sits, those are black tallow candles, new black tallow candles. On the other side where the shrine of the gods are, you see several, actually all of them have like sheets laid across them, and dust has started to accumulate.
I'll draw Sandrin's attention to the black tallows, and I'll go throw the sheets off the statues.
Roll me. I don't know. First, let me roll for this part. Sandrin, you've seen similar candles before. When you stood beneath a crypt in Port Blaven, you watched as Nathaniel stepped forward, the black tallow candles appeared and came alight. These have a similar appearance, not as aged, looking more and more new. And you can tell that while these have been lit in recent time, the red candles of prayer have not. Like they've gone cold. Dust has covered them. It's these black tallow candles that are currently alight. Grim, Fenrir, what are you two doing?
On the walk here, did we see any animals or plants?
Like livestock or?
Any sort of it, like whether it was
Uh,
family pets or anything.
As you're walking through, plants, no. While this lower part is where the field, and you can see off in the distance, it is in the winter. Harvest started taking place, the fields are now barren. You do remember that up on the upper side, there were large grain stores. Like all their food, all their iron material, anything like that is up on that upper side. You see maybe one or two of the aurochs, the cow-like things here. A few family pets, nothing, but everything, even the animals, there's this sense of, like almost a primordial greed. Like you see two dogs fighting over a piece of meat and it's more aggressive. Just everything, again, has this kind of like loathness to it, this doldrum.
What's the matter?
I'm ripping the candles down,
Okay.
smashing them on the ground.
You look bothered.
I'm not sure.
So you were checking, having come to you, what do you do as you step into the temple? As you're kind of removing the dust-covered cloths off everything.
Do I notice any traces of magic in any particular places in here?
Roll me an Arcana check.
17.
On a 17, you get a sense of magic coming from atop that raised dais where an orator or some sort of cleric would stand and bring a devotion or a lesson. There is a waft of a magic you've never really encountered before, but there is a magical aura seeming just to, like old, kind of permeate from that.
Does it feel like it's the same type of magic that I was seeing outside, clouding everyone?
Exactly like it, no, but associated with it. Grim. Grim. Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Strange enough, so this is something that would hit you first, even before Fenrir, this would hit you first.
I'm actually going to take my last burning inspiration. Same fucking number.
What'd you get?
Forgot 11.
11. That's fine. You get close. It takes you as you're moving through, kind of looking at everything. You see Finnegan stop and sort of moving toward that. You and Fenrir will step in, and it's an old smell, an odd smell. It's not almonds, don't worry.
Once again,
Grim.
Come to you.
You've smelled this before. Usually about, and as you're sitting there, and as Fenrir, go ahead, you roll perception as well. You roll perception as well.
18.
18. And Fenrir, you also smell it. You smell it as just blood. As you begin moving towards, coming from Grim, it's not just any blood. You've smelled this as a kid growing up once every year when your family would slaughter the prize hog to feed during the winter months. This is pig blood. And Finnegan, as you finally step up to the dais, the two of you following, you see on the stone center a pig's head, decapitated with a black dagger kind of that's been laid flat through it. And the magic you now realize is blood magic, hemomancy. A magic that has long since been outlawed by any of the schools of magery, because you call forth you call forth magic from life itself. You pick it up?
Yep.
Sorndrin, Nathaniel, you roll me a charisma check, you roll me a religion check.
Pick up the dagger.
This one's been hating on me.
Yes. Yeah.
let's pretend like we're in on it. We're here for the cult stuff.
We're here for the
You said
cult.
religion, right?
Want to be members?
Yeah, we're part of it.
But we're wanting to learn all the eldritch shit.
22.
Dirty 20.
As he holds up that pig, that boar's head, painted, the tusk tipped in blood, you get a shiver of anger. Sorndrin, you get a sudden shock of fear. You both instantly, through various means, recognize what this is. This is a mark or a totem of Dorneg, the usurper god of greed and hate, whose emblem, whose appearance is that of a large, monstrous humanoid boar.
Well, at least that answers one of my questions I was about to ask.
And you hear in your head a whisper of, "Damn pig."
Why would they slaughter a pig in a temple?
Kieran. I'm gonna make your roll first step. You're moving slowly behind her, kind of between the various boxes and stuff.
It's gonna be 36.
Yeah. Where'd Kieran go? He's not my game anymore. No, so, you follow she like as she's moving through. For someone who's supposed to be the leader of these people, she literally gives them like a cold shot. You see her like, out of my way, move, out of my way. And she goes to a large estate, a large manor house. That as she just slams the door open, you hear a yell, Ulrich, where are you? I need you. The door suddenly shut behind her. There are still, it's not like a walled off house, like it's kind of a large 2-story manor among the residences. What would you like to do?
Was it too quick for me to be able
To kind of slide in behind her, yes, there are several windows on the bottom floors, so you can. As you look in, you see a half-orc male, a male half-orc, kind of. All right, there's a pot of plastic here. There's a male half-orc who kind of walks down. He goes, "What is it? What's going on?" You see her kind of say, "They're here for what they know I haven't. He's testing us. All right, go to the temple. You must go to the temple. If they suspect what our Lord is doing, they must be stopped. Kill them. Take whatever you can, but they must not find the prize. It is mine. He gave it to me. That damn monster up there wants it back. But yes, Cindy. His will be done. His will be done." Perception check.
Perception. That's going to be a 22.
As you're looking through this window, you see him move out of the way of something. And behind him you see a large dining room table. And on it is the blood still kind of fresh, beheaded body of a pig carcass. You watch as he leaves, he grabs this like wicked looking cleaver, large 2 hands. He's kind of strapped to his back as he opens the door. He goes, "Dorneg's will be done. The interlopers will pay for." He just kind of like mumbling to himself, "Move out of the way," throwing people out of the way as he begins moving out toward the temple.
And she's still just staying.
You see her walk over to where the pig is. She takes a dagger and she just kind of brings it to her forehead before slicing her hand, dripping the blood over the pig, and then cutting into its belly, sliding it open. And you see her begin to kind of pick through the entrails and different things.
Do you feel Hunter's Mark when it's cast on you?
No. To me, it's less of an actual spell because of the way that rangers work. It's more of a you see them and in an instant you study everything about them. They are your prey. So it's less of a feeling. It may like raise the hair on the back of her head or something.
Okay. But she's already freaking out.
But she's already freaking out. Yeah.
All right. I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on her and then follow the guy.
Okay, easily done. With that, you kind of quickly move back. I'm not going to make you roll it. You're kind of
Really? Why not? 34. The only thing is if it was a natural one,
yeah.
which would have been a dirty 20.
So, again, moving through the various streets, you pass people literally, and as seeing what's happening, your head's starting to clear a little bit, and you already see like old women fighting over scraps of garbage, like putrid food, and this city is it's you get a feeling of greed and like they don't of selfishness, and it doesn't matter what it is. Like literally, one kid one man sees a dog carrying a stick. It's the fact that somebody else has it that they want it. This is greed in its utmost primal form. Roll me either history or religion. Let's see, because they spoke the name Dornek. Let's see what you know.
God, is anyone better than the other? Nope, they're both +0.
Okay.
16.
16. You would know, 16, Dorneg is one of the old usurper gods. He is one of the ones who was thrown into the abyss and became a demonic lord. Specifically, his realm deals with greed, and it is on display here in full effect. This town is literally devouring itself in greed.
I get the sense that this isn't their fault.
This is not their fault.
Shame.
All right. So I put another vision. All right. So it's at this point you see he has approached the temple and is beginning to walk in. Just as Grim has raised up the pig head, you move to the bottom of the steps. You want to move in after him or what?
Is he seeing Grim?
He's stepping into us. There's maybe a second or two before he kind of like catches everything and sees what's going on.
If he sees them and is about to like make a I'll hop out and like tackle him to silence him.
So as he steps
So
in,
just seeing me pop out of nowhere.
as he steps in, Graham, literally, the two of you have just raised the pig. There's been that moment of realization of conversation, and then from your passive hits it instantly. Anybody else beat a passive 18 or better? Passive perception. Yes.
Oh, yes, I do.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Oh, great. So you also clock him. He steps in, and you see him goes, "What the?" And that's when you see roll it.
No, look, really, just making sure.
What do I add to this?
This is a grapple, so it'll be a straight strength attack.
Strength?
Yes.
Well, that's +0.
I always
18.
Because I can
Got a +5, so we're an 8 total. So whether by surprise or some other form, you see Kieran has leapt up, grabbed this guy around the head, and put his full weight on his body, and boom! This half-orc is just slammed face down. Con saving throw, that's a natural 1. Yeah. The force of the concussion, then just that against the throw, he just like is out.
Hello, gents.
Where you been?
Welcome back.
That was easy.
I was,
I guess.
I followed.
We found a pig.
I followed her. Well, I found the other half.
Other half.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
The lady is sort of in a little bit of a house, no,
And I'm
over
proficient
that
in
way.
it. Yeah, I
The
have
construct,
+5
and there's
proficiency.
half of the pig.
We just hit level
That
10
pig
more.
probably is in there. There's
We
pieces
didn't
of it in
level up
there.
till the end of this.
Horn blood
We
and
leveled up
shit.
at the end of that fight.
All right.
No.
Well,
No.
what do we do with this gentleman?
I thought he said at the end of it.
Well, we can put him off to the side. I'm sure. I believe. Like, it seems like there's. And what's the god's name?
Dornek.
That thing. Dornek. Seems like something of that nature. I think I've heard of a little bit. You probably know a little more. But I don't think that these people are acting themselves.
They're not.
So, which is a shame because
You got
now
any
we
more
probably have
crystals?
to
Shit
be
comes
nice
with a dagger too.
and
Shit
not
comes with a
guilty.
dagger.
None that are empty.
Get any partials?
I have one that's ready to blow,
Graham,
and
don't
then the
grab
last
it.
one that I had exploded.
Anakin, that's
Gotcha.
the dagger here, you
Not the we use the daggers, not.
Dagger.
So now you have approached and you've been looking around.
Yeah.
The statue, the one of the mithril anvil with the ruby flame and the crystal top.
Mm.
Like a heartbeat of that black fog.
That's what's happening.
You see through the eyes, you see.
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you see it? And do you tell us?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's two things, two questions.
I
Where do you see it?
will look at Grim
I could do it.
and I'll say, "Hey Grim, you want to hit something?"
Sure, what up?
And I'm gonna point at
What do you
To
hit
that
with?
oily symbol.
I'm alright.
I'm pulling out that adamantine.
This is a standing structure. He will, yep.
And I'm gonna cast Holy Weapon as he does it.
I'm gonna sneak back to the
Can you hide in the guidance before he
Yeah.
hits?
Go ahead and roll your stealth. Kind of pull back into the shadows.
This is gonna be fun.
D4
with a 2.
Somebody
21.
Somebody tie that guy
D4
up
for your time.
and disarm him.
I got it.
disappeared.
Yeah. Then he'll toss
Literally
him up.
anybody.
Like this large two-handed cleaver.
I'm gonna pop mage armor because
Okay.
this feels like we're about to make a lot of noise.
Okay.
Yeah. Da.
Are you just rolling damage? Or are you doing the
Well,
attack?
well, I rolled to
You're doing the
attack.
blast, sorry.
Yeah.
I saw the D4, that's what I was like, what's that?
Yeah, roll
I
to attack.
couldn't tell.
17.
17 definitely hits. Roll damage. Remember, this is your siege ability triggers on this.
Destroy it.
Siege ability? I have a siege ability?
Double the
Double
yeah,
damage
adamantine. Double damage to standing structures and objects.
And then
Okay.
you're doing 2d8 radiant damage.
Oh, and 2d8 radiant? Oh, shit. 4. So that's 11 radiant. 10 times 2, 20, plus another 10.
25 HP on this thing, so yeah.
Oh.
You just as the literally just shatters this thing. In the center of the remnants of the statue, you
This
see
is what we wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
Just checking.
You see a smaller statue, because this statue is about like this tall, about this wide. Much smaller statue,
It's like one of them dwarven dogs.
carved from a familiar green stone, wrought in mithril, in the shape of a giant boar-headed humanoid monstrosity. The artist's depiction of Dornek. At this point, Sorndrin, Nathaniel, Rakara, and Finnegan, the energy off of this thing is just immense and darkness. It may not be his physical power, but this is an item an item dedicated to him.
So we feel his energy in it.
Yes,
Can I banishment the energy?
that's possible. Yeah.
I would like to try.
All right. What's the save?
Charisma.
The save is going to be a charisma save. 15.
That is a 16 on the dice. So you feel
Do I break that thing too?
Just
this. I will let you guys know. You on the rolls you made. You know this thing is acting as an anchor. Like this is what is holding that power here.
So do you think you could
Defeat.
magic
Bag of
over?
I've got it
You
done.
can
I
attempt
think.
to. You want to bag it?
I was gonna say, I've got a way to just, I think I've got a way to just make this go away.
Does
Yeah, I will. I
let's
think
do
we
it
will.
elsewhere.
Does it not kill you? Because the last dumb idea killed him.
What?
You never told us about that, I don't believe, right?
Well, dumb idea jumping on that fucking Titan and Kabuki. That was a pretty dumb idea.
Oh,
Now you say you have another stupid idea.
No, I said I have an idea that I think will make it go away.
Tomato
Is
stop.
it an idea that causes you to possibly
Can
die?
we try to bag it first and then?
Bag and tag it,
If
baby.
not, I'm already
Yeah, just bag it.
As you who's approaching it to bag it?
Me.
And I'll
Wisdom
go
saving
with him.
throw.
Oh
Can I give advantage by opening my mind to Athenox so he can?
You
psychic
can
energy?
have advantage on that wisdom save.
Well, first of all, I'm a halfling.
Thank you.
God bless you.
On that
And now I will use that advantage.
On that, Nathaniel, I'll let you know.
Oh
on
my
that,
God.
On that
Oh my
theory,
God.
you get a sense that the power of whereas the power of the prime deities are made to mold
I
and
can't
flow
do
and
it.
work together,
But I will use my
the
inspiration.
power of the usurpers are opposed. They can basically resist each other.
Jesus, that was a rough.
How much did you burn there, man?
What was the final?
20.
DC was 15. As you reach for it, almost like the whispers of the One Ring, you hear. You just kind of shake your head a moment before you reach out the bag, and as soon as you tighten it, the whispers stop. You see the fog slowly starting to recede. And we'll end there for the evening.
You still want me to break this? You still
Go ahead and level up.
Woohoo!
Let's see. I'm sure it's pretty easy.
13.
Roll my hit die.
It was a little too story intensive to do the thing tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see about doing it next week.
Okay.
Here's my hit die.
Yeah, the card.
Ah,
Five
got
extra
There was no
points.
real point during the
Fair
session
enough,
where
fair
it would
enough,
be,
No downtime.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm at 127.
All right.
Okay, that's good. That's nice.
Well, I might go ahead and throw in TikTok back up on their tablet real quick there, Derek. So we
Just a second.
That's why I said take that real quick. Take time.
I am almost at 200 hit points.
You just missed a special over there. Can't tell.
That D12 hit dice is what it does.
Shut up, fat boy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna finish that sentence.
Kyle, did you just say the F word?
What, you?
Alright, so I got the TikTok.
All right. So as we're winding down for the evening, any questions you folks have as we're putting our stuff up, getting ready to head out?
Nope. Except that my brutal critical now gives me 2 extra hit die.
Oh, your lord.
2 extra damage die.
I don't think cleric's gonna
Ooh,
hold
we got
on
a
to
new-
much
we
for
go up in
13.
proficiency.
Ah, yes, your proficiency rating.
The proficiency goes up, but
I'm level.
I'm smarter now.
Ah.
I'm level 8. Ooh, ability score improvement.
Take a feat, yep.
What? I do have a good number of
What?
feats.
such a level spells.
Ooh.
You can't go higher than 20 on ability scores, right?
Correct. Not base. There are
Unless
natural
you're
effects.
barbarian.
There are effects that let you do it.
Damn it.
But base effects you
My
cannot.
dex is 20. I want to be faster. I'll be fast.
All right, you'll hand me the part of the ones that are coming with me this evening. Let's see. By the way, had Joe gone south first, that would have been the story, the exposition. North was the combat. South was the story.
Well, clearly we picked a path.
We picked the path
My
of
passive
most
investigation is
resistance.
now a 25.
All right. So, to those of you watching us on Twitch and YouTube, thank you so very much for joining us this evening.
Yes, thank you.
I'm glad we got all the issues taken care of with the frame rate.
All the other things.
Yes. So, thank you guys so very, very much. We will see you guys next week, same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, here on Southern D&D's Twitch and YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me. I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, various social platforms. Thank you guys so very, very much. As we're going to end the stream